Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to you, everybody out there in YouTube land. It's Moz coming to you with another episode of Moz's Toy Box, Toy Photography Talk. I'm going to me. I'm so not into it right now. I'm too busy working on my diorama thing.
I saw that.
We got a special guest with us tonight, and on top of that, it's Cloud's birthday yesterday. So everybody say hello and happy birthday to Cloud Foxwell.
She hit it.
I was going to post on Facebook, but I was like, I'll get her tomorrow. So here we go. So yeah, nice. I didn't forget. And our special guest, Yorgi's Photo, aka George, is with us tonight.
Hey everyone, what's up, George?
What's up, George?
We didn't get to say hi. It was so close.
That's all right.
Is it Shazaz? How do you pronounce your Shazaz?
It's been pronounced so many different ways, but it's Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So almost like you're gonna say Jesus, but not.
Yeah. That was the running joke through high school.
Well, I don't want to make a joke. Just need to help associate.
Oh no, it was great though. I didn't have the beard, but I was always referred to as that when I was in high school. And in this first day of grade 8, when my math teacher was taking attendance, he was just calling everybody out by their family names since there was too many, similar first names. He got to my name, struggled, and said "skis ass." And from that point on, my nickname in high school from grade 8 till graduation was Cheese Ass.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
See, that's how that crap happens, man. Like that's just one slip up with somebody, and that's your name for life.
Dang.
Yeah.
Especially if it's the teacher that does it, and they're like, "Nope, it's official."
Yeah, I know, and he copyrights it all now, and he stakes a claim to my cheesy name.
You should have gone with that for your IG name.
I'd have so many more followers, but for the wrong reason. People are like, ooh, for the wrong reason. What are these cheese ass photos?
So let's bring up your stuff real quick, man. I got you pulled up somewhere. I know I pulled you up. Wait, there you go. Let me pull this out real quick. Let me excuse me while I whip this out.
Go ahead.
Let's bring up George's IG. George, I have to admit, I don't get around too much, but I get around just enough to be dangerous. And to be honest, I may have seen your stuff before this, but I didn't take real notice until I saw you on Brian's stream.
Okay.
And then when they did the cable, this. I mean, obviously, this has probably got you a lot of traction and all that kind of stuff. But this was just amazing. I loved it. But tell us about this, man. Tell us about it.
So this photo was part of a collaboration I did with some other photographers. You see all the tags that are in the post there, and the theme was a hero's sacrifice, be it an intentional or an unwitting sacrifice, and in this case, Cable sacrificing his family in his hunt for what was his name in this hunt for Fire Fist, and then it costing him his family. And so him clutching onto his kid's teddy bear as his house has been destroyed. His home's been destroyed by Fire Fist. So the sacrifice and the collateral damage in his personal war.
Now, this one has also got a lot of photoshopping in it as well, right? It's not just a straight photo.
No. Most of my stuff is like a mix of photos and Photoshop. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's great. I love your contrast, man. It's really
this shot.
Really,
I got to get him on the show. This is definitely going to happen. So I might be kind of newer follower for you, but this was beautiful. And then you came out with this too, and I'm a big Alien Predator guy. This was amazing too. Dead Space and Aliens. I love putting the two different. I've been doing a lot of Warhammer and Aliens lately, but mainly because that's all I have in 1/18 scale to go with my Warhammer, but it's okay. But this is another amazing one that I thought recently. There's probably more. If there's any one specifically you want to talk about, please let me know.
Yeah, I really love the Mando, the Mando one.
Yeah, that recent one with him and Grogu skyrocketing. Yeah, I tried. That was kind of like a homage to.
Nope. The other one, but like that one too.
But the other one, the Samurai Mando leaping through the smoke.
Yeah.
Ronin Mando.
Either one of them. I mean,
That's my
I'll start
favorite.
the compliment again because Mel's cut me off. But like, I really love the contrast and the shadows and stuff. That's something that like I feel like I want to do more of. But so I always admire that. Like you, I would say your style reminds me. It's different, but reminds me of like my friend Tom Iabawatu. Your editing and stuff like that, and your contrast and your composition and stuff. It's really good, man. Really good stuff.
I appreciate it. Yeah, Tom and we talk every now and then, and I follow his stuff closely too, and it's just nutty the stuff.
He's I love it. Great editor. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, I mean, I do a lot of Photoshop editing, but I try to do like in-camera stuff. But like, I started out like doing a lot of editing in Photoshop, and it was great, and I like it. It's the time thing, man. I mean, he can do it fast. I'm sure you're probably pretty fast at it too. I'm fast, but it's like, I don't know. It's some people incorporate it into their style, and it really works out like for what they're doing in camera. You know what I mean? It accentuates it a lot. So yeah. I love that Ronin one you did too for May the 4th. That was great.
Oh yeah, I was happy to get that too when I did because I'd ordered it from Hasbro Pulse, and it showed up like a day before.
Wow, that's an unusual thing.
Yeah, it showed up really quick, and I was like, okay, like I'm gonna run with this. And it ended up being the photo that
I wanted to shoot him for May the 4th too, and I didn't get a chance to shoot anything for May the 4th, but it's a cool figure.
Some amazing work here, George.
Yeah, the Superman one is really
look
nice.
At this too. Oh man, I didn't see it.
That's nice.
Oh, the Rorschach and Batman.
Yeah. That is awesome. Now, what Rorschach is that? A McFarlane Rorschach?
It's I don't think they do. I don't think McFarlane runs that line, but that's the DC collectible line.
Okay,
that had like those 2-pack Watchmen figures.
Yeah, the old one. It looks pretty good though.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that worked out really well, man.
Yeah, scale decently is a little bit smaller than that Batman, but
Batman should be big.
Yeah, exactly. And Batman's still towering over him, and it's obvious. But like, I moved him a little bit back just so it didn't appear like out of scale.
It works really well. Range shot. I was thinking like the third party one is excellent, but like you'd have to get that wet to convey.
Yeah,
and not a lot of people want to soak their figures, so the fact that this is slick makes it look like it's rained.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that version too. It's almost like a poster or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really love the contrast.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
I'm gonna take some lessons from you on how to do rain like this. Actually, just Photoshop in general. I've been piddling around, but you're on a whole nother level.
Well, I've been doing it for a while. It took me a while to get to the point I'm at now. When I first started doing it, it's been about 5 years, and the first shot I took that I actually posted was of Mando and Grogu just walking through the snow, and using a little digiorama of that I altered in Photoshop to put the ship in the background. And just had them walking through some flour as snow. And this is before I had lights. This is before I really developed my style. And I've seen my little evolution as I've been shooting and editing and starting to incorporate different types of elements. And finally found like this hook where I know where I want to start. I know how I want to light my figures, so that there's a bit of continuity and a consistency. So that when you see one of my photos, hopefully you can see it's one of mine or recognize it as one of mine before you realize that it is.
Oh yeah, look at that. I love going. I don't you love it when people go back to your first photo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go beyond that too, and you see what the hell is this guy doing before he was doing toy photography.
Yeah, I had some dog pictures and stuff. I took those down.
Yeah.
So my question to you though, you're using Photoshop. Are you using any third-party plugins? I mean, I've recently gotten into Oniric and Boris effects. I didn't know if there's anything you're using, or is this all in Photoshop? Like,
no, this is all in Photoshop. I bring the raw image right in, tweak the raw image just for like I only tweak 3 settings in the raw image. I boost the clarity a bit, reduce the shadows so it's a little bit flatter, reduce the contrast to flatten it out a little bit, and then once I start playing with it in Photoshop with any brightness or contrast or my levels or exposure, it brings me to the effect that I get at. And then I start bringing in some of my digital elements. Yeah, that's the one right there.
Mm-hmm. Do you? But you're. Do you? Well, let me ask this question first. Do you underexpose or overexpose? I'm gonna guess you underexpose these a little bit.
I underexpose because there's more detail in an underexposed image than an overexposed image. You can't pull back the details as much, if at all. But underexposed, you can bring it up a bit. But yeah, I often underexpose my shots. I find myself when I'm shooting, I have a table set up right next to me where I have all my lights at the edge of the table, and I have a little platform that the figure's on, and I pull it just beyond the lights so that the light's not lighting up completely in the front, but I get more of a rim lighting and a backlight and a slight little like fill light.
Any bouncing or anything like that? Any bounce cards or reflectors or anything like that?
No, I'm not using any bounce cards. The table itself is kind of light, so depending on if I'm shooting with a diorama base, the table itself, being that it's a really light colored wood, might bounce the light every now and then, but for the most part, not really.
Cool. You jumped into this contrasty look though pretty soon after those first couple of shots.
Yeah,
you had a handful of shots, and then all of a sudden it was like
I went dark. That was because as I was going along the way, I found
you went dark. I see you.
My darkest photo yet.
Sorry.
I discovered quickly that I liked working with this lens flare effect that I had made in Procreate, where I just kind of drew a white ball with some nice yellow light around it, and then brought it into Photoshop and changed its hue just to match the theme, the color that I was going for. But then started playing around with the blending modes. In this photo, you can see I use that lens flare right in the middle of Optimus Prime and Megatron. But then I switched to how I blended it into the image to really create more of a focal point on the light. So right now it's on like a screen blending mode in Photoshop. But now what I do is I really darken the edges of the image by changing the blending mode to a soft light. And it really emphasizes some parts of the image. So a lot of my more recent shots in the last, I'd say, couple of years, you'd see, you'd notice that where there's a lot of dark, it's a little bit darker towards the edge, but then towards that figure's face is a little more that focus is.
Mm-hmm. Which is what we want. Yeah.
A little off topic. This is that 3-0 War for Cybertron one, right?
Yes.
You know, you can
same with Optimus Prime.
You know, you can take that hand weapon, that sword. He's got his gun muzzle in that sword, and I've hung mine on the back of it with some wire, so he looks more G1. He's got that gun muzzle coming up over his shoulder on mine. You know, the gun muzzle on the G1 that pops up right there.
Yeah.
So just a little piece of wire, and it hangs right into the little hole right back there.
No kidding.
Yeah. You wouldn't know it by looking at it from the front. It looks spot on. But makes me want to pull mine out now, damn it. But I'm on a Warhammer kick, and I'm staying there.
Family show.
Yeah. All right. George, man, this is some beautiful stuff. Can't wait to see what we got to say to everybody tonight and see what's going on. Pablo's going to take over. Whoa, no, not yet. We gotta give a shout out to all our peeps.
Yeah, go ahead and do that while I do this.
We got to do this. We got to do this. So, Legions Magazine, guys, first issue should be out real soon now. They have some product, I believe, extra. So if you didn't pre-order it, you should be able to get it. It's $15.95 plus shipping, and that's going to give you a brand new magazine that's got community photos, Photoshop tutorials, custom Space Marines, put together by your very own Digital Ronin, Dead Man Juan, Toy Mercs. Jump on that, man. Help them out, man. And then another big fan of our show, man, Articulated Empire, a.k.a. Articulated Times. Lou, why do you keep leaving? Stop it, Lou. You're messing me up. All right. So, if you guys need some Legions or some Savage Crucible. Oh, look at that. Speaking of, look at that. 6 scale. He's got up there the 3-0 Fallout T60 power armor, not the Nuka-Cola one. But yeah, that's pretty awesome right there. Some more 3-0 he's getting in now. So great stuff there. I love my 3-0 that I have. Savage Crucible, Action Force, Legions, Mezco. He's got it all. Hit him up. See if he's got anything you need. And he'll get to you real quick, man. I swear to God, Ian, I know he bought like a 4-pack of skeletons off of him like one day. The next day he had it in his hand. It was pretty crazy. And it was free shipping because it was over $75. So anything over $75 is free shipping. Lou left again. I tell you, that man is unreliable. All right. So there's that. And all these links, by the way, are down in the description below. And then we got my little bit, the T-shirts. So, of course, you can choose to get something besides a T-shirt. There's other options to print on, but, this is the newest.
Skivvies? Can you get underwear? Like
maybe. I don't know. I didn't look into that. Lou, are you back? Are you staying this time?
I would love to have Maz's toy photography.
I can't hear you at all, man.
Some Moz
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Around the band.
Verizon.
Yeah, because BBR literally kicked me out.
Maz's
I'm
toy photography.
What about you? Don't like the Moz toy photography, man?
No. I was saying I would love some some boxer briefs that's around the band.
Oh yeah. We'll get it on that for you. But these are the designs I have right now. I know I got a Warhammer one I'm going to be putting up when I'm not poor, because I like to order one as soon as I put it up to be able to say yes or no to it. Although it will be up until I get it and whether or not I like it, and if I don't like it, then I'll pull it down. The Galactus shot is a thong. There you go. Yeah. Which Galactus shot? This one?
Hey, not much left of that shot.
You can replace Kratos with like with like the sack.
Crackles.
There you go. You can just kind of have it come down to there and just have his hand like right there where the business is.
I hunger.
All right.
You've already.
All right.
All right.
So let me get out
already.
there. All right. Let's give a shout out to the chat real quick, guys. I'm sorry, we haven't done that yet. Noble Young, first one here today, man. JP Rex in the house. What's up, fellows? Shooting pics while listening to you. Don't you just love when figs keep falling? Oh God, yeah.
I know.
I think I turn into a sailor every time that happens. What's going on, Elemental Crafting? How you doing? Ryan Clark, Mr. Ryan Clark, how you doing? Saf Amateur Hour in the house. Deteticus in the house. What's going on? Static Wick. What's up, y'all? Daryl. Yes, Daryl Clemmer, man. He has got some phenomenal 6-scale stuff going on, man. Of course, we said happy birthday to Cloud.
Yep.
It's great seeing Cloud. And then Static is talking to some JP Rex. And yes, Mr. Ryan is happy that you're a Canadian, George.
Awesome.
There you have it. Toy Mirth. What's going on, Anthony? How you doing, man?
What's up, Anthony?
Darth Matter Art. What's up, everyone? Hey, we got somebody else down there. Hey, no, that's Lou. He's sideways. That's why I look. My non-toy photos are very different. Yeah. Alberto in the house. What's going on, Alberto? Highly posable.
What is going on, Will?
All righty, man. And controversial toys, Casper. How you doing? No chewing. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey.
Oh man, we got a mean cat. Some rimming on the boxers would be comfy. All righty. Commander Green. Hello, happy Tuesday. See, I know what day it is. Bro? That's awesome, man. Robert, how you doing? Toyetic 40s. Graveyard Grifter in the house. How you doing? Oh snap! Look at that OG fan. When Star Wars is just Star Wars, I rarely see it, but when you're here, you make it known. What's going on, man? Thanks for sharing the link to that. Appreciate it. Greg, how you doing? Jill Shaw, man. And then really, somebody help me with this.
Really Otto?
I don't know if it's like Yado or
I would say
really Yado. Is that how you say it?
Rialdo?
Rialdo?
Rialdo.
Rialdo. Like not the talk show guy though, right?
You're gonna make fun of us.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I would have totally gone with really Otto.
yeah.
really.
Sorry if I butchered that. I don't know English. English is actually my third language. My first two are just unintelligible gibberish.
Oh.
Yeah, see that I don't know if it's an H or what. Ender Shadow, how you doing, buddy? How you doing, man?
What's going on?
All right, Pablo, you have the con. We got 28 in the chat. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Hit subscribe if you're not already subscribing. And I'm gonna play with my my Imperial Fist.
Whoa. I thought you were gonna say something else.
There's a first shot. Toyetic 117.
Toyetic 17, man. What's going on, buddy? It didn't like that. I have to refresh this whole page. That's awesome.
Oh, J like an H. Yeah.
Is this a
It's
a
the NECA
character that I'm not aware
Pilgrim
of?
from the Thanksgiving.
It's from
That's
that
the thing.
Thanksgiving movie.
Right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So do we have a serial killer for every holiday at this point? I believe.
I think at this point, yes.
So,
Maybe not the Easter Bunny. Have I
Either
seen
Veterans Day or Flag Day or something, or
What
Arbor
about
Day.
Mother's
We need an
Day?
Arbor Day that kills people with trees. That would be
we
cool.
recently just got unicorns that kill people.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So nothing,
Yeah.
nothing is sacred anymore.
Well,
Yeah.
Popeye
Labor
kills
Day,
people.
just work to death.
Popeye is Slayer Man.
Well, we are gonna get Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie killing people also. Saying
Was he?
Yeah, and we already got 2 versions of Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh, and we're
Yep.
getting Bambi
More blood in her. Oh God damn it, man!
and
This guy,
and Pinocchio and Peter Pan.
Like I
this
can
guy
see
based
Pinocchio.
his victims too, or
I think so.
Oh, he
So
honey
on to the
based.
shot, though, guys.
anyway.
Um,
Okay,
Oh yeah,
photo
check
wise,
this out. Sorry,
yeah, photos,
Photo,
photos.
photo.
Yes.
Go ahead. Should we let our guest take first?
Yes.
Oh yeah, sure.
Crack or
You
Yeah.
okay with that?
Yeah, what are we doing? We're critiquing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Constructive criticism. You can pick
Yeah.
a little fun. Just don't get personal or anything, and don't make it
No,
all
no,
about-
no. I'm not like that.
I'll get a little personal.
You can get personal with Lou though. Lou likes
Yeah,
that.
get
depends on who it is.
Well, you
touch
guys
me right.
already know that I'm a fan of like dramatic lighting and contrast. So
Mhm.
this is where my eye goes right away. Is like looking at this photo. Right away, my eye goes to the face
Yep.
and to the rim of the hat. So what's really cool about a photo for me is where it directs me, how it kind of uses negative space to direct my eyes. And this photo does a bang up job of that. So looking at it, I know exactly what I need to be looking at, and then from there I can look elsewhere. So the blade, the tip of the axe blade, and then the buckle on his hat, I can look around, but I'm always drawn back to his face and how there's a little bit of a mystery with the brim of the hat covering his eyes. So for me,
Yep.
it's a mysterious shot. It's got good lighting, and I love it. It's bang up.
I found it. Whew, I'm back. I just.
I like it.
had no
I would have
person
liked to have
last week.
seen. I'm sorry. What?
No, you go ahead. No, well, my shit wasn't important. Go ahead.
I would have liked to seen a little bit of attachment to that axe, just even one hand. I guess that would be the right hand. Just in the shot, you know what I mean? Just something to give me a. I know he's holding it. I mean, and I'm under no, illusion that he's not. But I think everything George said is correct. I love that. I love that it directs you to the face. I think you did a great job of the contrast on this thing. But if I changed anything, that would be that. Just something to give me some connection to the axe.
No, I totally agree with that.
Yep.
Mhm.
I agree.
What do you guys feel about like the fact that he's just on that black though?
That's fine.
No, I like it.
It
I'm
works.
good with that.
It works for this character.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think
would
more
normally
people
put,
should
like,
do this. You know,
Yeah, I would normally put like a rim light around it, really like try to emphasize the outline of the figure. But for this one, it works well without it because it looks like he's kind of like walking out of the shadows, and it's like this is
Yeah.
the last thing you're gonna see
Yep.
if he's standing in front of you. So
Yeah.
like him blending into that black background works really well.
it's an interesting. Actually, I like the way it works. I think it would have liked. I don't know how you would have done this as a vertical crop. Like I do like the negative space on top of the image. It pulls your eye down, which kind of follows the brim of his hat and stuff like that. So yeah, no, I like it. I like it the way it is.
Yep,
It's cool.
good.
Cool crop.
Good job. Good job. All right, moving on.
All right. Next one's gonna be Plastic Plutonium
Alberto.
Mhm.
Alberto, I wouldn't crop this, buddy.
for my eye.
For my eye.
I'm gonna get that bastard that took my eye.
He's like, one piece of gold for the person that gets the guy that got my
All right.
eye.
I do like that bandage.
Yeah, I do,
The
yeah.
character
Yeah,
is cool.
and it got a little bit of blood on it too.
I was about to
Really
say,
nice
yeah, it looks like
detail.
a little bit of blood.
That bandage isn't part of the figure though, is it?
No.
No,
No, that's added on.
I love that. Yeah, that's cool.
No, a lot of people don't think to do that. Just to add those little, like a bandage or something like that to just to tell more of a story. So it's really nice that he incorporated that,
Mhm.
and it made a good.
Um,
joke.
I wonder
That-
if-
I like it. I don't know if you needed the angle on this.
yeah.
You know what I mean, like the tilt. It's
The
a little
Dutch?
too like arbitrary. But everything else I like. I like the light.
For a second there, I thought they were singing.
Yeah, it's like
Like
Les
it's
Mis for goblins.
It,
It's like
it reminds me. It reminds me of the movie Tangled, where they're at the bar
mm,
and they're singing that number like what they could have, what they wanted to be, but not not thieves, but like it wants to be a pianist or a florist. Or I can see that number here.
oh, he used the club from one of the ogres too, or the
Mhm.
trolls as like a piece of wood. That's cool. It's a good idea. Yeah, no, I mean, I like it. I think maybe a little more variety in the height of the characters behind him. Maybe having one up on top of the table next to him or something like that towards the right hand side would have given you kind of a nice angle, to your composition. But it's still nice, still triangular sort of composition. I don't know. What do you guys think? I know it's like Les Mis with goblins, is what I was saying.
No, I kind of agree. Like, there is, going back to like my whole like thing with negative space. There's a good use of it, but at the same time, a lot of the figures are kind of just like level with each other. Everything is really well lit, but like putting one of them maybe on a little bit higher up on the left side, kind of like holding onto that log, holding onto that pitchfork, that spear.
Yeah, that would have
That'd
been
be kind of cool. It'll make the image a little bit more menacing because right now it's very, very symmetrical, and something like that you want it to be a little more chaotic. But lighting wise, it's awesome. The poses are really cool. I love the set pieces too. It all just looks realistic. It looks nice.
Yep.
I agree with you with putting somebody on that log. Like I'm like as soon as you said that, I'm like, take one of the smaller guys, like another goblin, put him on there like he's trying to get up there to see over everybody else. Like the one in the back there, you're just losing. You just see his head there. Maybe have him climbing up there. And the scene from Crocodile Dundee when he's climbing up there to see over New York, in the first movie, he was trying to see over all the people on the sidewalk and stuff. That immediately popped in my head. Like that's where you'd want him, like over there, just trying to get a better vantage point because he's too short to see through the wall of the other guys in front of him. That'd been, I think, pretty fun.
And you don't have to, since they're behind this, and I might have put a couple of them in front of this, just again a little more variety of depth. But like the guy with the mask, the two-eyed mask there, the two holes. You could put him up on something to give him a little more height because there's variety in goblin height. You know what I mean? Like you could give him so that again you got the kind of what George's talking about, some staggered heights, leading towards maybe towards the goblin, a little more of an apex. But that's all. I mean, like we said, I think the light's really nice. Set's really good.
Yeah.
Poses are good. Yeah.
Well, I particularly like George's idea because putting him on that, again, standing on that log on the far left corner, it also helps fill some of that more dead space in that upper left corner. If you were to have a goblin
more variety
up on that, as well as variety, so it kind of serves both purposes.
Yep. It's nice though.
Good job.
Very nice. Plastic Platorium. Alberto. JP Rex, man, just flying in here like a mad pterodactyl. Or is it a petrodactyl? Oh, I don't know.
Petrodactyl, maybe?
It's a petroleum dactyl.
Petrol dactyl. It looks like he's in London.
Okay.
It might be the Thames, so it's a petrol dactyl.
So you have places you want to put that beak, huh?
No. What? No.
Oh, stop. Leave it alone.
Back to his picture. Gosh.
It almost looks like one of those photos where you see like a security camera on a building where a pigeon just perches on top of it and really interferes. It looks like it knew it was there and it's like flying past the camera to get your attention, but
That's exactly what I was thinking too.
That'd be a great series of photos, actually, like with like dinosaurs and stuff, like looking at the camera, like
like those bear cams that people have in the woods near their houses.
Just kind of a paw coming down on it, like that'd be great.
What I got to give JP Rex some props on though is I think his color grading works really well for the background that he chose, and I also think that his horizon line on the background works really well. Like again, like it's from a building top, and you get like a camera it's like on top of the building watching the city traffic or the weather or whatever, and this pterodactyl thing just flies by, and it feels pretty realistic, and I'm pretty pretty much digging this, man.
Yeah, there's like a mist or desaturate, not even a desaturation, just like a kind of we got a little bit of a fog over the top of the figures, which matches the depth of the fog as it gets more distant into the, towards the horizon. So it blends, like you said, Oz. It's like, it actually, it works. Like you don't need to have everything in the background to be a little more contrasty and darker. It looks like there's a morning mist or evening mist, whatever it is.
Yeah,
it works.
You stole the words right out of my mouth with the color grading ones, because that was the first thing I noticed in terms of editing, is that the actual, I'm not going to call it a pterodactyl or a petrodactyl because I'm going to completely butcher it, but the figures lighting and color match really well with the background. Like, it looks like it's part of that, and that horizon line too is a great point, because you see the city below him, so there's really good height and depth in that photo, which is really cool.
Yeah, did a great job with that.
Good job, JB Ray. Good job, sir. Alpha Raptor. Yep. Alpha
Of
Raptor.
course.
They like to follow each other up, just so you know.
Like to watch dinosaurs, man. They like to watch dinosaurs.
I wonder if they actually like sync up and like press, like
Submit,
post
right?
at the same
Post,
time.
yeah.
Like, okay, I got go. Okay.
What? 4 years? We don't know.
OG fans. Oh,
Yeah, but this is nice.
Is Lou breaking up or is it me?
it's Lou. No, Lou's breaking up.
Okay.
I'm breaking up.
Yep.
Como
Yeah, real choppy.
arigato, Mr. Roboto, Lubu.
God damn it. Am I still breaking up?
Holy snap!
Yeah, kind of choppy.
All right.
All right. I'll work on the Wait, why is this? There we go. I'll work on some emojis, man. I don't know what I gotta do, but I'll work. You put in your time. I'll definitely get you an emoji. Man,
An emoji, just one.
Just one.
every 3 years, man. That's all I can do.
Just a win.
Like Pennywise of emojis every 3 years instead of 27.
This is a nice blend with the rocks in the background. I mean, it's a
Yes.
nice like matching of the shade and the style of the rock. I
Yeah,
like
the
that.
color is pretty close to the same rock color. That's really nice.
Yep. I think the light isn't quite there. Because you've got like kind of an overhead down light on the figures, and that light is clearly coming from the right hand side of the figures from behind that rock. So you really needed to light them up brightly from back there, and then just maybe bounce some light in the front.
Yep.
I don't know how this raptor moves. It looks a little awkward, but I mean, I like, again, these are not the most posable of figures or anything, so it looks cool. It's a good setup. It's good composition.
Yeah.
Get ready to dodge a bullet.
We're
Yeah, maybe that's what he is like.
Diving.
Where I see where you're coming from with the light being a little darker here, I can kind of forgive that because it could be in like a little, like some kind of an overhang on, because the light's coming from from the right hand side. If you look at the mountain behind them, and you see also on the right hand side, you see the beginning.
There's shadow there. It's coming very brightly. Yeah.
So it could be very much like some of that mountain is actually there blocking some of that light. So
yeah, it's more the overhead light that doesn't. I mean, there's going to be overhead light because there is a sky there. So it's not. It's not the worst.
I see where you're coming from, but I'm not hating.
Yeah, it's not the worst example of not matching the background. I just think I would a little more that bright light coming over the edges of that would have been nice. But
yeah, the blacks aren't quite right on this compared to the ones over there, which is a little bit.
It's close though. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's another good example of like how the colors in the background match well with the colors of the figures and the base that they used.
Yeah,
so
sure.
it's good color grading. Yeah. From a shooting standpoint, I think what I probably would have tried to do is try to get both more in focus, because my eyes are drawn to the dinosaur and to that soldier, but for the almost the wrong reason, because you can tell he's like visibly out of focus, but not so far off in the distance that I would understand why he's out of focus. But
yeah,
I'd probably just shoot with a lower f-stop if I'm shooting with a digital camera. It all depends on what you're using too, of course.
Mhm.
I think he's on a phone. Don't quote me on that.
Oh, is he using a phone now?
I think so.
Oh, stop.
That's messed up, Casper. That's messed up. Don't,
It's getting off
this
the
is
wrong.
not the climate in order to do that
No,
right
no,
now.
no, that's not. That's not. No, that's not
I
right.
mean, we'll giggle a little bit, but not
Oy. All right, let's move
All
on.
right, moving on.
We're moving on. Thank you, Alpha Raptor. Appreciate it, man. Dude, Phantom Beams. I almost said beans.
This is new to
Phantom
me.
Beams.
I got a problem. I think everybody's probably gonna have the same thing, but it's really nice. There's one flaw and one thing I'd change. So let's say
Okay.
that. You guys want to chime in?
I'm kind of waiting to see what you say. I really like
Oh, all
Captain
right.
America's
So I
pose
think
back there,
the
though.
shoulder is in focus. The Crossbones' face isn't in focus, and
No.
Cap isn't in focus. So, like the focus is on his shoulder, which is weird.
Mhm.
Well, it also looks a little bit like Crossbones just turned to start running. You know, like he doesn't have a wide gait yet. So maybe that's. I mean, if you were thinking about like a photographer in the situation where this is happening, they might have only caught the arm because.
Yeah,
he
but
had
then
just
it's a bad
turned.
photo.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's the best. You can't
Say if
publish
you're a
it, no,
photographer and you couldn't capture the face in focus, then you wouldn't publish the photo. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Photon. I was trying to help you out, man. Trevor shut me down.
No, I think it's a good. Like I like the pose on Cap. I even don't mind. I know what you're saying about the pose on Crossbones, but I would have had them tighter together.
Mhm.
Maybe looking over his shoulder or even under his arm at Cap coming up from behind him or something. Just a tighter. So too much space in between these guys, and the focus is off. But
Yeah.
Also,
I agree. The focus is off. I'm not trying to belittle that. I just,
Yeah, no, the focus.
just trying to give him a little bit of hope.
well, also I would light Crossbones a little bit better. Just
Yeah.
because Captain America is wearing bright blue and red, and your eyes naturally go to those brighter colors, while the darkness is just a big void. As you can see in his chest, he has a big void in his chest. It looks almost eraser.
Yep, it's a black hole.
Yeah.
You needed a bounce. All you need is a bounce card there, just a white card right there, just to bounce a little
Just
light.
put it down.
He's got plenty of light coming from the left there, so
Shoot, you don't even need
bounce.
You don't even need anything crazy. You can even have him standing on a white stock card with light bouncing off of the floor, and because we don't even see his feet. So,
Oh man, you did it.
what?
You did it.
You know what you said.
You know.
Oh, it's about that.
You know.
You know what you said. You know he likes that video.
That's why he said it. He wanted to see Salma Hayek's foot.
You
I
know
was
exactly
referring
what
to
you
the whole
said.
cards. Like I wasn't even paying no mind. I was so worried about my freaking audio coming
Hey,
in.
it's
and out.
a good point.
The only other thing I would say, we're off of that.
Oh, sorry.
It's good that
is
you said that because nobody mentioned that we crop. He cropped the feet out. We didn't have Mike here.
But it's not bad.
Okay.
I think the only thing
bad.
I would have maybe done differently, like apart from what everybody's already said, because I do agree with Crossbones needing to be lit up a little bit differently, just to make him a little more of a focal point of the photo, since he's the one that's supposed to be in focus. Is I maybe would have shot it on a more of a Dutch angle to make it look a little bit more dramatic and just make it look like Cap is running downward towards him, and just tilt the camera a little bit to the right.
Yeah.
And that would have just made Cap
Either
seem
way.
that much larger coming at him.
Yeah, either way, even having Crossbones on the upper part of it, or either it could work. The Dutch angle could work either way. It
Even
does
more of an
work
action
really
shot.
well with running action shots like this too. Like when you're really not seeing a plane on one of the characters, it works really well. Yeah, probably Cap up, running down to the right.
It almost looks like a still from a video. That's where I'll kind of excuse the blur on his face, on Crossbones' face, almost as if not motion blur, but because he's just kind of running past where the camera was focused.
I might have had his head turned towards Cap, looking over his shoulder,
to
get
looking
a little
back.
connection.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A little more connection between the characters, and I think just tighten them up, bring them a little bit closer together. You don't need all that space in between there. That's it.
What's up, Greg?
Start.
Formerly the Brute Scale. He says, "Oh, hey boys, almost missed you. Was watching Sinners."
Nice.
That's awesome.
What are you in the theater? Watching us in the theater? Now?
Just holding his phone up. Guys, watch this instead.
Where'd you download. You doing the?
You might
download
have a
the,
Fire Stick or something.
Well,
But you know,
I guess that's how you do it now.
yeah, you know, get an unlocked Fire Stick, and you can
Download those. What do you call them? Anyway.
yeah. See,
Okay.
yeah, he admitted it too, and you know, so now the government's going to find you.
we don't condone or promote.
Yeah.
Fred
Photon
lives in
beams,
New
man.
Jersey at number 43.
Photon beams, man. Yeah, it's got a couple little, you know, shortcomings as far as the focus goes and the feet being cut off, but it's actually a really cool shot. I like this a
No,
lot.
it's a
I like for you to come back and redo it with a couple
yeah,
of those
this
little
would be great for
adjustments.
The concept is really, really cool.
Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
great, and I love Captain's pose here, especially with that facial expression. I know he's blurred, you know, because he's, you know, depth of field and all, but it works perfectly for his face and everything the way he is right there. So, Greg got the Sinners MP3, it seems. Anyway, we can move on. I'm sorry. Photon beams. Thank you so much.
Eddie and his toys.
Eddie and his toys. I guess his toys are Bane and Poison Ivy.
Okay.
The Mafex.
I like that warm glow coming from the left.
Mhm.
Yeah. I would have if I was to say anything with the posing at least, I would have twisted, right there at the hand. I would have twisted that leg a little bit and have
Mhm.
Bane hold the thigh or
Yeah,
something.
you got some weight.
Yeah.
Get the weight, twist her hip a little bit, drop it, leaning
Mhm.
it more towards him, so her rear is technically sticking out. Because when you carry somebody, their rear is going to stick out. So
It droops down.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
also,
because there's weight there. You're not holding up. So
Yeah.
and I get it. You know, the limitations of the figures due to her hair, because her hair is not posable. You know, so if you twist the torso and kind of like had the arms wrapped around his shoulders or whatever, kind of like, you know, it'll block her whole, you know, profile. So
I don't even think the torso is the twist. I think you just definitely got to get that leg down on the hand. You know what I mean? He's probably got a thumb that gets in the way, but you could put that front leg on there, and even if the back leg is up a little bit, or you cross it or something like that. Just there's ways to.
You could even just like rotate them, give him like a quarter turn
yeah.
Mhm.
away from that light, and then his hand kind of disappears behind her calves, and you can't
Mhm.
really tell as much that her thighs aren't sitting on his hand, and it just helps sell the illusion that he's actually holding
Well,
them too.
Well, the other thing I was thinking is like along those lines is I like the setup. I would have liked to see it either tilted the other way, because it just looks like he's kind of falling forward, or have it just flat and straight. But I would have loved to have seen this like kind of more of an extreme angle from the bottom, and then
Oh yeah,
you can't
You
even
want to look at her
wouldn't
bottom.
even see where they are. It would kind of look like you could fudge it a little bit more and not see the same thing that George was saying. Like you could kind of hide the fact that he's not like really holding her, and it would just look like imposing, like a comic book.
Yeah.
Cover, you know. Low. You know, this is good. This isn't like eye level or anything. I just think a little more dramatic angle would be cool with this.
I think this figure, though, I think his hands look like they could be big enough to actually hold that part of her leg, though. I mean,
And her
he
waist
probably could have
almost.
finessed that thumb and moved it out of the way and actually had it holding the leg.
Just
But
listen, if you're really dedicated, you cut that thumb off, and
I would just heat it up and probably just bend it a little bit so you can get it
Just-
around the leg.
Just clip it. Just clip it.
it's art, man. Come on, sacrifice.
Man, yeah, you can even halfsies with a little bit of blue tack on the thumb to hold the thigh. You could do that too if you're afraid.
Yeah.
of fall.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, you know, and plus, you know, massive hands can hide behind massive thighs. So it's fine. It's perfectly fine.
That thigh looks like it would, like that front one would fit right in that.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Right
this-
behind her
that-
knee where his hand is, it looks like
you rotate his wrist inward a little bit too, and
Yeah.
it kind of
Mhm.
gets the
Yeah.
thumb over it a little more easily
Yep.
towards
Yeah.
the knee.
Yeah.
That wasn't even the thing that stood out for me. It was more Poison Ivy's left hand. I don't know if she's putting her hand on his chest or if it's just kind of up, because there's
Yeah,
it needed to be up
like,
at his face.
shadow.
That's
It looks
what I
like
was talking about
she
the
should be
twist.
kind of caressing his face, as opposed
Yeah.
to resting on his chest, because it kind of looks like it's just up. And
Yeah, I
not
don't even think
against
it's like.
his
I think I was thinking movement of it, but
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know if you could even rotate that far enough to get.
No, you'd have to, like,
even his
rotate her
chest.
torso just so that she can
Yeah.
do that.
Well, there's no reason why you shouldn't rotate her torso either. She's I get
Yeah,
the
but then you
impression
got problems with the
reducing him.
hair and the
Yeah,
face,
the hair is
her
a problem.
position of her head. You know what I mean? Like looking at
Yeah,
him.
she kind of gets all disproportionate at that point because she's
It
here.
could
and her
get
head's like this.
weird. You might be able to do it, but it could get weird.
Yeah. Well, we don't have the figures ourselves to be able to say, but
Yeah. Anytime. Well, I actually do have this figure. I don't have Bane.
all right, fine. You're perfect. I get it.
I didn't say that. I'm saying you said I didn't have the figure. I do have the figure. It's a nice shot though. I like you said. I like the warm
Yeah,
light
I like
coming
the
from it.
concept
It's good.
behind it.
Setting is good.
Yeah.
Has he been using these smoke effects a lot? Am I
Yes,
misremembering?
I think he did the saber tooth with these smoke effects.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's still Eddie though. Isn't it all been Eddie?
Yeah,
Yes,
I think
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Still
I
him.
like them. I
like
just want them to make a little sense in the scene. That's all.
Well, it could be the poison ivy, poison stuff like seducing
Yeah.
women.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not wrong there. It's right, not right there. But yeah.
Dude, we got Warforged JP up next. Oh my
This is a
god,
nice one.
this is a beautiful
Oh my god.
shot.
Okay.
I like this. I like this. Of course, I'm all like roided out on Warhammer right now.
Space Wolves.
Yeah, you got Space Wolves too, man. This is one of their chaplains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looks like a chaplain.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't have any chaplains.
Go get some.
Well, they're harder to find. They're reissuing them now.
Go get some.
I bought Blade veterans, Blade Guard veterans.
Mm.
Anyway, back to the shot, man. Now Warforged shoots on his phone, George, just so you know,
Mhm.
and he likes to kind of do a little special effects. I don't think he went too crazy on this. I think it works. Everything he's done on this one, I think, works pretty well. Now, the compression or something's a little off, I think, on the way the colors are compressed or handled, but I
Right.
still like it. You know, the colors are kind of, you got this weird contrasty, kind of like a comic book kind of feel to it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed too. Like it looks very comic book art. But like the color temperature is a bit different from the background to the figure. Like it's almost like too blue in the figure, but then a little bit more lighter blue in the background. But I don't know if it doesn't work or works well because the character really sticks out. He stands out, which
That's
is nice.
kind of his thing. You know what I mean? Like I don't even look at that anymore because if you've seen, and you probably haven't, but like, or I don't know, maybe you have. But that's kind of like Warforge's thing, is these kind of like faded backgrounds and focusing on the figure, which I get it. He's not trying to make it look like it's like literally in this environment necessarily, or it's just a very foggy, ethereal environment. I see what you're saying about it. Feels like almost like the watercolor filter in Photoshop, right? Is that what you're saying? It's kind of got a little bit contrasty and like
a
an
little
edge
contrasty,
to it.
but
Yeah, there's a
it
little edge
works.
to
I
it,
just
right?
was pointing it out that it's there. That got my attention that it was there. Like
Yeah.
that. I'm not begrudging it at all. I mean, I think
How much more does that weapon go? I would have liked to have seen that in the shot.
That's
instead of
almost
taking
the
that
edge of
off.
the weapon. I think it's just an axe.
Yeah, to see it like that should
It's
have
too
been
close
in
to the
shot.
edge. I think
Yeah.
it needed a little
Yeah.
bit more space. Yeah.
Yeah, you could
That's a
easily moved him
tangent
over
right
to the
there
right.
for me. Like that's a tangent that pulls your eye off the page, which isn't a good thing. You don't want to have like
Because
that
he has all this.
thing.
Yeah, you want to scoot him all the way to the other side because he's face to the left or
Yeah.
camera right, and you want to make it look like he's looking out towards something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he's got plenty of space on the right side. That he could have had that whole.
Without
edge.
cropping anything, he could have just
Maybe
been-
even having that holding that like almost backwards, like it looks like a scythe kind of thing, like and having that skull show a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I think it's nice though. I like the contrast on this. It looks really good. It's a cool looking figure too.
I need to get me some chaplains.
I don't.
I need to get me a whole bunch of them. We got Samus. I don't have this Samus. I'm jealous now. I have another Samus.
I have this. Oh, actually, no.
I have
Not.
this one.
I'll trade somebody my Dread Samus for this Samus because this is what I want.
But I love that for this shot, he did that ghost pepper effect to get that little missile.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Pepper's Ghost. Yeah.
Yeah, the pepper's
Ghost
ghost. Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah, they get a BTS.
Those peppers
there,
are good.
The next one over.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's nice. Really nice.
Oh, just
Yeah,
getting it
really.
straight off the phone in there. That's
Yeah, right. I did that
Gotcha.
with an iPad once. I haven't really, and to have, I mean, the glass is a little
Little
murky.
dirty, right? Like a little, little
But he got
scratched
the
up,
shot.
little beat.
So,
It's a little,
yeah.
It's a little used.
Yeah. I'll take a little Windex to that puppy right there and a little cleaner.
But it looks great, man. This is a great
Yeah.
shot.
The angle's even great. It's just awesome, man. But Casper wants to know what Samus this is, by the way.
This is
This is the Figma one, right?
yeah, it is the Figma one. It's the second release they did because she has the those little blades on her shoulder.
Yeah.
pauldrons.
I want the more traditional looking armor. I don't like the dread armor that I got on mine.
But this is a very nice shot. Well done.
Static Wick digging it. Pop culture, Costa, how you doing, man?
Hey,
That was a great shot. What's going on, man?
What's up?
I mean, the lighting works great for the environment. The way he has the whole thing set up, like she's well lit for this environment that she's in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, totally agree. And what's cool is that the light from the hologram, that Pepper's ghost effect, you see a bit of like light spill onto Samus too. So it's kind of like it works well. Like the light from the hologram is really there.
Mm-hmm. Especially like on the hand and the thigh.
Yeah,
there.
I like that red backlight on the back there, and that lights up the that mist.
Yeah,
that's really cool. That's a lot of nice atmosphere.
Yeah. Back here.
And I like it because it looks a little. I don't know if he did that. I guess that's the shot that he used. Yeah, he's got a little glow around it, and it's almost a little shaky. Like it's kind of like a, like an actual hologram that's a little unstable. It's cool. Very nice.
Sweet.
That's badass, Fred. Thank you so much.
Good job. Good job. Love it.
Dude, JJ Toy Picks up next, man. And by the way, what's up, Pinsy Picks? Evening. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Pinsy.
Hey, Pinsy.
Dude, man, this guy is ready to rumble or maybe
Like-
just dive on somebody. I don't know. Something.
I like this, but something is really wrong with the background.
Got a couple of different color grades, by the way, if you scroll over.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with the background?
Yeah, because I could tell it's cardboard sticking out. It doesn't look like.
It's wrong. It just means it's not right.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean where the corners meet or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like panels. So.
I mean, honestly, all right. For the first time, I'm gonna do this tonight. Here we go.
What are you doing? Tell us.
You know what I'm doing.
He's doing his crop master thing.
Oh, snap, Crop Master. I need that clip now from Blazing Saddles. Excuse me while I whip this out.
No,
I would have pushed that a little bit more back so it could get more aligned.
Probably not good either.
I would have lined it up a lot more.
I couldn't find that Evil Dead one, by the way. I looked all over for that. The ash got into my hand and went bad.
I need to go refill my water. Be right back.
Okay.
I'm adding his thing to the stage.
All right, so to take care of that, well, it's it's not actually going to take care of that. 'Cause
Nope.
You're going to have to cut
What
off
if you flip it?
real close though. You just have to move the background over, but I would have done something like this a little more like actually.
That actually would have probably worked a little bit better, just because
it does.
That
takes
shadow changes. That shadow changes. Like if you look, it's thicker towards the corner where the buckle's at, all the way to the end. It's kind of like it does that. The shadow draws off. If the shadow was evened out, it will look more like a balcony. Like they're on the top corner and everyone else is on the bottom.
Yeah.
But where
Yeah,
here,
almost as if that second balcony is like protruding out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It I guess it hides it a little bit better. I just think it draws more focus on the figure. Like I don't think you really needed all that stuff. I mean, a little bit, have him on the third, kind of. He's not quite on the third here. Ooh, what the hell is that?
I don't know, but while you're working that out, illustrious posers. Hello, first time caller. How you doing,
not
man?
quite on the third.
Welcome.
Close enough.
Welcome.
Alberto Cropmaster saying, just like Rock Lobster is Trevor's new intro song. I'm not even a wrestling guy, and I love this pick, Gio.
Yeah, it's a good. I like the lighting. The lighting matches like the stadium lighting. It looks good. I like all the crowd around the front. That works out.
Yeah.
It's just the crop. There's just too much there especially for the, like you said, Lou, the set falls apart a little bit when you don't have it.
That's the only thing for
Tightly
me.
cropped.
Everything else is nice. Posing, the crowd, even the light that's casting the god light.
I
That
like
is
this color
perfect.
grade better though.
Yeah.
Which
This is
one?
one of his other
Second
color
one?
grades.
Oh, that blue. I don't like that.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, the light in a wrestling thing is going to be pretty much over the stage, and then the general the auditorium itself is not as well lit.
Oh yes, it is.
Eh,
Oh
Well,
yes,
I mean,
it
I'm
is.
thinking boxing then. I don't know.
yeah, it's super
Oh
bright.
yes, it is, Maz. It's lit. You can
Hold
you
on.
can see if somebody has a stain in their backside if they bend over wrong.
Why are you looking at people's backsides? What's going on, Machi
Because
Toy?
Because all you see is people's backside when you're trying to look at the match, and depending on how far back you are. Because if you ain't got no front row seats, all you see is people's butt cheeks.
All right, well, then I'm thinking of boxing.
Yeah,
then.
haze does help, but it does look like he's got some wispy.
See, this is
you know what?
nice.
Maybe that's a post thing because it's almost like a Corona a little bit.
Yeah. See, this is nice. It has a mixture of the two, right? It's just if the
like a
background
lens
was just
flare or
more even from that corner portion. If that corner portion was more even and it just spilled off a little bit better, just for me, everything else would have been, on
Well,
point.
I think this color grade also takes down a lot of the cardboard look too.
It does take away the cardboard look, but
just think it's
it's
too
still that corner by his hand. That corner by his hand. If it was more seamless, and you can still see the angle, but that shadow is what's killing it for me, because you don't see that shadow in a stadium. That shadow, like you can tell that's cardboard. That's a cardboard piece. That's a cardboard piece. That's a cardboard piece.
All right.
All right.
Machu is beginning to argue.
Mm-hmm.
Usually the house lights aren't bright during entrances, so the crowd isn't super bright.
Mm-hmm.
That is
I
true.
don't watch enough wrestling to know or care. But,
Wrestling?
wrestling.
Right. Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Where was it? Oh, yeah.
Ooh, got Toetic 40.
Robert
40s.
Toetic 40s.
with his Nosferatu playing with his little rats. He likes his rats. They are good.
Mm.
I kind of
I like
want some more catchlight in those eyes. I mean, I think you got a little bit there on that one eye, but you can barely tell it's there.
I like the moodiness.
Yeah,
I do too. I just feel like
Yeah.
we need some catchlight on the eyes, so it would be something to get into Photoshopping probably without if you don't want to overlight them.
Yeah,
like
I don't
how you
know
can-
because yeah, go ahead, George.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say, I like how you can see the bottom corner of the window there, and it just kind of really emphasizes how he's kind of cowering
Obviously.
away from the daylight,
Yeah.
and he's just chilling
Yeah.
where he can. And the only
Yeah.
spot available is so he can just chill and enjoy his time with his rat.
No, that's
Yeah,
a
the
good-
wispy
Thank you.
smoke I don't like as much. I would have liked to seen more like that blown around to give him more of a like a godlight type of mist
Yeah.
through the window or whatever. But I mean, it's not wrong. It's fine.
Look,
It's a great
not
setup.
everybody can afford the PMI gear one, okay?
Everybody have the PMI.
Yeah, no, that's no smoke ninja right there. I wouldn't do that.
I said no, not everybody can afford the the PMI
Oh,
gear.
okay.
That's
Yeah,
Yolanda.
Some people have to buy the Amazon one.
Right.
No, this is
I like it. I don't.
yeah, but I
don't
agree
think-
about the wisps. These wisps kind of take it away a little bit.
They pulled my eye over there too much.
Yeah.
That's all.
Mhm.
It's not wrong. It just pulls me away a little
Yeah.
bit.
It is.
And I don't know how you. I mean, yeah, you could get some catchlight in there maybe, but you wouldn't want to light them up so much that you're
no,
hitting his eyes
that's
with
exactly
light.
it. It's a tricky ask, but it is an ask to get some catchlight in there. That's all.
You might have to do like a little light painting or something.
don't
if
know,
you
man.
want that. But I
Eyes
think his
are-
eyes look good. Like the fact that his eyes are so dark, I don't think you need, something to direct you to the eyes. I don't know. I think it looks
There's a smiley face in this wisp. Yeah, up here.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
very nice, very nice, very
I
nice.
can't see it.
I love that. You know what I love about that? I love the skeleton
Mhm.
and I assume the coffin framing him from the bottom. You know what I mean? It just like it just frames that corner. That's really
Yeah.
nice.
That is really nice.
And
What do you
they're
think of the
similar
black and white?
colors, so that looks really good.
For some reason, my eyes are more drawn to the black and white. I think it's because the shadows are very dark, and it just tells that story more of him getting into that corner. Because if you look at the colors look like it's well lit. So
Yeah,
let's
this one I would have pumped up a little bit of the brightness on this one, maybe a little clarity or something. But I do like the black and white. Black and white works with Nosferatu so well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
just-
His right leg looks like it's a little bit more in the light too, so it's
Yeah.
almost like it's almost it feels intentional. Where he's like, I'm just gonna
Mm.
put my leg in that light, get a little bit of sun somewhere.
Yes. Get a little tan through
Get a
these
little-
Yeah.
leather pants. You know?
I just want to feel a little bit of the burn.
Summer's
Warm.
coming. I got to look good for the ladies.
I need to feel alive.
I need to
Dead
smell
bod.
flesh burning and not rats. So let me just cook my leg a little bit so I can distract myself from the rat.
A little barbecue
Alright.
orla. Yeah.
Barbecue patas.
Thank you so much, Robert.
Yeah,
Appreciate it,
that's
man.
okay.
Beautiful stuff. We got Kuba Clancy up next with some Vincent Price.
That head sculpt is so magnificent, man. Like
It really is. This is a good figure. This is a cool figure.
NECA killed it, man.
All right, what is going on?
I like how he was able to get his hand on the cat's head.
Yeah.
Fingers are
Yeah.
placed in between the ears, like it's pretty good
It's a-
hand placement. I like that.
Such a great expressive hand too, man. It's so Vincent Price. So good. I got to pick up this figure. I
Did they
don't
make
even
a
know
Peter
if I have
Cushing
a
one
use for
too?
it. Yes. Did NECA make a Peter Cushing one? I know there's a 1/6 Peter Cushing
Yeah, I
from
meant
these Hammer
well,
films. Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
anyway, I was just curious if
I
anybody
lose
knew.
track
I
of
don't
the
know.
NECA stuff, but
Yeah, buddy.
Vincent Price looks great.
You gotta get the pair, you know. That's all.
Oh, this is a nice shot. I like it.
Really good.
I love how the room environment is red. There's a little bit of that red on his arm, but then like on him, you get that nice white light to bring him off.
Yeah, I
Just to
wonder if that's
show-
a Mask of the Red Death illusion.
That-
Well, you got a mask down there in the
That mask in the corner is the mask that belongs to Tatsu from Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
but it could be a play on the Mask of the Red Death too, though. I mean,
Could
Yeah.
be. It could be a play on it, but
Could
that's
be.
the Oni mask
be.
from Tatsu.
It's a good shot. Very good shot.
Very nice.
anybody got anything else to say about it? Or we're gonna
No,
leave it alone?
that's really nice. I like the way he's lit.
Oh, what the?
BTS.
It's really good.
That's how you got that light on him. Okay.
Ah.
I like seeing that that BTS too, because I always have a hard time posing NECA figures in a chair
Mm.
and to get them seated and to make it look
Yeah.
like he's seated in the photo.
Cross-legged
Is,
too,
that's
right?
that's a good sell right there, especially when you see the BTS and you see what you have to like actually do to make the figure look a bit awkward, but then
Yep.
capture it on camera. It's really cool.
Yeah, and that hand on the cat really is good, man. It really
Yeah.
looks
No.
natural. It's really good. It's really nice.
Sweet. All right.
Good stuff, man.
Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is
Okay.
probably my
Yeah,
least favorite.
boss.
Guy. Who's this up and comer here?
I think this is one of my least favorite shots I've done recently, but I did it because I met James Arnold. Arnold. Yeah, I met him and I wanted to tag him and post something. But the Sideshow body on this, man, I love the Clone Wars look of figure, that kind of thing. But the body specifically, I couldn't get his. I wanted to get that back arm. I wanted to get that elbow up. I couldn't do it. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't stay up. It really fought me on the pose.
Does it have a lot of like good diaphragm articulation? Because maybe you can just lean him forward like that and tilt his head back up.
I'm scared to do it because I was watching reviewers when they first got them break the figures over there on the back.
Damn.
Well,
Because
Sideshow
bodies
has
are poo.
been making figures since the 80s, and they're still using the same crappy bodies that they used. I mean, they're just, I don't know why they can't source better bodies. I don't get it. They're the worst bodies ever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Immersion.
But this is the you know the Clone Wars that I want. You know, this is the Obi-Wan and the Anakin I want. So
yeah.
that's what I got.
Good shot, boss.
You know what you could have done since you're only doing the elbow, elbow to the top of the saber or almost the top of saber, and you want to get that angle in because the elbow didn't want to stick out. You could have just had one of your waist grabbers with the articulated arm, and just bend him a little forward using just the base and the leg kind of sticking out.
AJ, what's the parent?
and just kind of get that angle. But I still like this. This is nice.
I just feel like he looks too stiff. You know, I don't feel like he's too much
It's
in the
not-
moment.
It's going to be sick.
Yeah.
You can't blame me for that. Can't blame me for that.
Anyway, I mean that's this, and yeah, we can keep moving.
Oh man! And then he just joined.
Now,
the-
Aaron, yeah, did you time
Yeah.
that out, Aaron, or did you were working in the background? And
right?
Wow.
It was nice. It was a great
I
shot.
love what he did with the hourglass. Like,
Mhm.
damn,
Yeah.
This is awesome, man.
love this shot.
So that's all post inside the hourglass. That's
Yeah, it's all
nasty, bro. That's nasty work right
Well,
there.
it's all post, but it's photographs of the actual heads of that zombie figure from Mythic Legions.
Yeah, with the
Okay.
little ghostly.
Oh, that's clever. That's
I forgot what the name of that undead figure is. But yeah, that's the head sculpts in there.
A background noise somewhere.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people yapping.
Yeah, that'd be me. Sorry about that.
No, that's all right.
No worries.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool, man. I love this. I love the shot. I wonder what lens he used for this. Well, I mean, he's here. Aaron, what lens did you use for this? It's really cool.
He used one on a camera.
All right,
I have one of those.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Lacerda, like Dub asked the first thing. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's the Leoa probe. I figured it was a probe lens.
Wait, where are they answering you? Why am I not seeing this?
No. It's in the dialogue or the comments. Lacerda asked. Lacerda, Dub3 asked him, "Are you using a probe lens?" And he said, "Yeah." he was-
Oh, okay.
Which I used for the first time the other day to moderate effect. It works really well though. The whole manual focus is a pain in the balls, but
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
because it's super sensitive.
yeah,
Super
super
sensitive.
sensitive, yeah.
Oh, no, you have to shoot on a tripod with a trigger.
Oh yeah, even that, just getting it in focus.
Even to
Like,
focus, yeah, you
Yeah.
need to get one of those little focus dials.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier with that.
Hmm.
This is such a dope shot, man. Damn.
This is
yeah,
gorgeous,
really
man.
nice shot, man.
Makes
Love
me
the
want
light.
to pull this figure out, but I'm too busy shooting my Warhammer stuff.
Well, you can shoot this with the Warhammer stuff.
No, he's not wrong scale. Although he could be like
Doesn't
death.
matter. Make him a giant skeleton.
Bigger,
He could be one of the demons. Yeah, you're right.
Come on now, man. Come on.
Yeah, I got to use my imagination. That's right. I need
Yeah.
to get me one of those first.
Um,
Once I do.
You gotta get one of those.
I do like he's got the glow in the hourglass, and he's got a little
Mhm.
glow coming up from there. I don't know if that's
Oh.
a post thing or
Yeah.
not, but
He said he had to photo stack this one because
Yeah.
the focus is. so
yeah,
sensitive.
dude, yeah, the focus is really
Yeah. So here's the head of one of them.
So that's a lot of work then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A huge payoff though. That looks so
yeah,
good.
absolutely.
Yeah. It's
Four Horsemen should hire you, man. Just saying.
wicked shot, man. Wicked shot.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Bronx Bat. He's got some action going on here, but
This is different. This is
We're on that wall still, man. Get out the
Yeah.
wall.
So for George, Bronx Bat has been doing this for a while, and we've been trying to get him to pull things off that background. And occasionally he will do some interesting angles. And I don't know if it's just accidental or if he's actually listening to us or they're actually listening to us, because we've never actually gotten any feedback from them. And we've been going on for months hoping that we would see improvements. And sometimes we feel like we do. And then sometimes we're like,
his outdoor
no,
shots were
right back to that.
fantastic, though.
Yeah, the outdoor
Yeah,
shots seem to
outdoor
be better.
Yeah.
You only have one outdoor shot, and that was the Indiana.
No,
Jones.
he had a couple. He's had a couple.
Yeah, he had a couple outdoor shots with
Oh,
Indiana.
really? I
Yeah,
always-
he had different
Yeah.
stories. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a different story.
Indiana Jones stuff. He had outdoors. Yeah.
But I want to know what these two guys are looking at, and RoboCop, who he's looking at.
Yeah, their eye lines aren't really working out at all here. Like I don't know where anybody's looking at what.
Yeah.
And then what is this Terminator like trying to hug this guy? What's going on?
Looks like
It
they're
looks
trying
like-
to solve the like murder or the crime. They're kind of wondering what do you guys think.
Like I don't know the age group where Bronx Bat falls into, if he's an adult or if he's
Yeah.
a young child or
Yeah.
teenager. But like the tips, that one spotlight needs to go bye. You need to
Yeah.
somewhere else and add a couple of more
Side light,
lights,
backlight,
tilt, angle tilts. Oh, here's a better one. Focus on one figure.
exactly. I was gonna say like take 2 figures and do something, but even like just do a portrait here or there. You know, forget. I mean, he's got these elaborate stories, which don't always come through because there's just too much going on, and you know, I think it's more get out of your head. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you get in your head about a story and you're not looking at it objectively, and like focus on just 2 figures interacting in some way, chasing each other, running, fighting, whatever, just simple setups, and focus on the lighting next. I mean, it's up to you if you want to get better or if you want to tell these stories. Do your thing.
I do want.
We're gonna keep saying the same thing though, so
pretty much.
I do want to know what the story is because I want to know what boy they're hunting. Because
it just says, it seems the boy has been through here, and I'm like,
what boy did all this?
yeah, right.
Oh, it was
got a
John
Terminator and 4 people.
John Connor. That's
Bodies
it.
everywhere.
John Connor. The boy who's in John Connor.
And RoboCop is way too short to go with these figures, man.
Augmented.
Yeah, is that the 118 RoboCop?
No, this
He's
is
tiny. That's all I know.
That's
and it looks like that could be the Figma.
that's RoboCrop is what that is.
Oh, it could be the higher, the 112
higher.
scale higher. I'm thinking about the other one, the 118 scale, the 112 scale, higher toys.
Yeah, but again, that could even work if you had him in the foreground and you did some, you know, you had somebody in the background. You know what I mean? Like you could use the forced perspective to make him work into the scene. But when you've got everybody just lined up like this, it just doesn't do anything.
I would maybe put RoboCop in between the two because it looks like they're just kind of going down like that.
Yeah, I can see that. All right. Moving on, Bronx Max. Now we got AB Rex with a night shot.
It's like dinosaurs on Pandora.
Yeah.
Flow. Everybody do the dinosaur.
Oh, dear Lord.
I'm sorry. This is the 3rd dinosaur shot without me humming that song. Just saying.
I like this a lot. I don't know what that light is on its neck back, which is a little too hot. I mean, I would have liked seeing that kind of light on its face. But
or a little bit more of it like throughout the image.
Yeah, maybe all the way up. It's just the eye. There's nothing drawing me to the head of this thing.
It definitely needs to catch
that. But man, I like the colors, man. I like this whole the setup of this thing is really nice. It's got really good depth. It really works. The composition is nice. The way that kind of the one of the T-Rex or whatever it is in the background, like fits into, it's not T-Rex, but whatever, fits into the kind of that crux created by the tree branch and the head of this whatever this is.
Yeah, you can tell that it's hunting and that it's like slowly creeping up.
Yeah, and it's nice and dark in the background. Like you can see it, but it's not like it's like sticking out. I love this. Yeah,
but it's not so dark that the dinosaur, like we'll call it the T-Rex, looks completely hidden. Like if it was lit like that from front to back, it'd still look good because you just have a nice like white key light or blue key light on the front dinosaur, and then you'd still see what was happening. It still tells a good story.
Yep. I mean, this lighting makes no natural sense, but it's really cool. It's like a painting. You know what I mean? You kind of got the moonlight hitting. You know, you can see some of that white light hitting their heads to some degree. You got the blue, which is kind of like the atmospheric light, and the pink, which whatever. It's just accent and it looks cool.
It's Jurassic Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe there's a big neon sign over the top. Just welcome to Jurassic Park. I like this a lot.
This is dope. I like this.
All right, I gotta take over the camera for a minute because Steve was just telling me something, and since he's been gracious enough to be a part of our little show with a prize, I should at least pitch his thing. So one more advertisement here. So Steve was just telling me that on his site, Articulate Empire, right now the Zalarian Guard Mythic Legion's All Stars 5 sale continues. Pick up these fan favorites now. Originally $49.99. Each is now $37.
Nice.
United States orders over $75, ship for free and no tax on your order unless you're in the Illinois residence or use Shop Pay, effective 1125. So
Nice.
just something to know, man.
Well, I mean, 75 with tax because there's no tax.
There's no tax.
Yeah, if you bought 2 figures, you're already qualified.
No, you're at 74.
Yeah,
See,
Oh,
we gotta
okay.
find
I was looking at
dollar.
I was looking at the retail price. So if you bought a couple of figures, though, or 3 figures, depending on the figure,
These are worthy
$35.
of buying 3 of them as an army build because these are great figures.
yeah, those are great. Yep.
Very dope.
And that's a good price, man. That's $12 off, so $13 actually.
Nice.
That's
I
a
know
hell of
math.
a deal.
I am good at math. Yes. Anyway, so yeah, Steve, Articulate Empire. His link is in the description down below if you guys want to jump on that and get some more of these awesome figures. All right, Pablo, you can return to our regularly scheduled
All right,
program.
are we done with the JP Rex here?
Anybody else have anything to say?
This deserves
you think it deserves something?
I think it deserves it.
It's nice. It's a good shot.
All right, so what do you want to give me?
Well-
Arthur Dent or
Now we go with
Something
the
else. New one.
what new one?
one.
I
All right,
don't
new. We're going new.
Let's just all
I don't
applaud.
have a new one.
How about we just all applaud?
More deep. Ursula no longer needs the weirding module.
As
I
we
don't have
were
a new
applauding, my God,
Yeah, that needs to go away.
that does.
Yeah.
It's old already.
We need to
It is.
retire that one.
Gotta retire it.
You know what you need? You need for any dinosaur Moab style, the T-Rex screaming with the and then that's it.
That's it.
We got enough dinosaur shots. We could use a dinosaur one, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, King of the Dinosaurs is or Godzilla's.
I like how everybody's just telling me how to do my job.
Well,
Do
you
it.
wanted tips.
Do
We've been giving you tips, and it's been 4 weeks of you not
Sonny.
using the Ninja Turtles.
Dude, I tried to find the Army of Darkness one. There's no good quality copy of that the hand one for.
But
Army
no
of
one
Darkness.
wants the Army of Darkness. Just you.
I do.
Exactly. That's what I just said.
It got into
that's
my
why I
hand.
told you.
and went bad.
That's why I told
Focus.
you Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Focus.
Robin Hood Men in Tights works too.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
All right, Sonny, this is dope, Sonny.
Dude, Zigzag Soon, man, he just kills it, man. Just kills it.
Dude, it just works.
Mm.
It just works.
It does.
It just works. There's nothing to say. It just works, bro.
Yeah.
He did such a great job with it.
And this is
Those
Oh,
are
really?
simple figures too, right? Like, I
yeah,
don't even know.
figures, right?
Yeah.
The what they call it?
I forget what
Toys
they were
box.
called. I have
Is it
that.
the
from
Toys box or the
Incredible.
one for
Oh,
the game?
toy box. Yeah.
Toy
The
box.
Disney things, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the Disney toy box. Yeah, those
Yeah,
are
it's nice composition.
And that's an extreme
and-
set he lit really well, by the way, guys. Because
Yep.
you
We
have
know.
to sit there and stare at it.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is the. I think they called
The
it.
subway.
No, this is the lab.
Oh, sure then. But
I don't know, man. He
Very
has
nice.
to do with a subway photography.
He has a subway photography.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the lab though. That's crazy.
yeah, back here it looks like lab stuff in the very back
Yeah,
corner.
it
here,
does
but-
look like lab stuff in the back.
But maybe he's trying to play it as a subway and just happens to have that stuff.
Yeah, because
Could be the lab, and he's trying to make it a subway.
Nobody cares.
on the platform or the blue platform like mine does. So
The lighting's great on here. Like, I mean, Sonny always kills it though with these shots.
Yeah, man, he's just a whole nother level. Whole nother level.
It's unusual for Sonny too, like not using some like, handmade, or found object.
That's true.
He doesn't always do that stuff, but like extreme set is interesting for him. I don't know if I've seen him use that a lot, but
I saw a whole bunch of extreme sets at the shop this weekend, but I didn't buy any.
This is good.
They also had the Wall XD, but
you know what? I got something we can give away.
Oh.
We don't have to do it tonight, but we could do it next week.
can I have it?
No, give
No,
it away to
I
the
don't care.
group. Give it away to the group.
Oh
It
yeah.
is It is a set. It's from a company that's no longer around, but it's a pretty cool set.
Oh wow.
It's like a city and sewer set. I forget the name of the company that did it, but
Oh wow. That sounds like a all-out set too.
it's big. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different levels and depth. It's a cardboard thing, but it's for somebody. I mean, I think it could be really nice. You know what I mean? The right person.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
We'll
yeah.
definitely get on that, man. So we'll work out the finer details on that, and
Yeah.
maybe next month.
some lights or something too. All right, cool.
Anybody else got anything for Sonny?
Dude,
No.
Sonny doesn't need our input, man.
It doesn't need
Sonny,
nothing, man. It just works. It's
Sonny gets the
Yeah,
gym
it's
jams.
super
That's what he
clean.
gets, man. He gets the gym jams.
Not bad for a man in his gym jams. Very off the dent.
There we go. He gets the gym jams.
All right, moving on. Eddie and his toys. This is the second shot.
That's a nice
like
nice
you.
motion, man.
I can't believe he's knocking out Mike Tyson. I know it's not Mike Tyson.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Calm down, Lou. I know it's not.
Yeah, no, he's characterized off of Mike Tyson, but we know.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is definitely influenced.
That's
by
why his name was supposed to be M. Bison, but they messed up the naming.
They flipped it. Did you know that Mario is really M. Bison? No. It's a bullshit theory that's going
This
on
is
the trend, but this is
I think
nice. Like pose.
I think the arm could have been above Bison's arm, though. It's a little weird that it's tucked under there. But man, the kick to the face is great. The pose on Bison is great.
I'm wondering if he put that arm there for the balance.
He put it there for the
It's probably
balance.
to hold the Balrog's arm up.
Yeah, but find another way to do that. I mean,
Oh, you could-
if you want to be pure ACBA, I suppose, but
Well, no, if you really want to get away with it, because the barrel's so close, you can get like a toothpick or something to hold the weight and just use the angle in the body that's Dawson kicking to kind of hide the toothpick, and his body's already there, and just switch the hands. You don't have to use the extended hands. I would have swapped that out for the regular hands to kind of have him do his pose that he normally does in the game, kind of reflecting the game with that kick, but still a nice pose.
Yeah, I would have figured out a way to get that hand to block that punch, to move the punch away.
yeah, maybe like slapping it away.
When you would do that, you would move that hand, like you would move that his blocking it this way and do that kick. So I would have found a way to do that, and then you would have been able to still balance the figure that way too.
I think a low angle on this would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Too. It's a nice angle. I mean, it works. I just think it's I don't know. There's some composition here that could be more angular instead of sort of straight across. But it's good. What do you think, George?
I think it's cool. I actually really like that fence on the left for some reason. Like my eyes got drawn to that immediately, but like the fence really shows like if I was watching the scene unfold live, it's almost as if the camera's coming from behind the fence and just kind of revealing the fight going on.
Yeah.
But no, I do agree with Dalsim's left hand, how it's clear that it's holding Balrog up and creating that balance. But yes, putting something up on that barrel would help to create something a little bit of a more practical stand without appearing as a stand and without having to do any Photoshop on it. But no, it's lit well. The kick to the face, I love it. Balrog's head is just twisting away. No, it's a dope shot.
Yeah, I have to concur.
Yeah, the light feels right. It feels like it's coming from like a street light or something off behind that fence somewhere, and there's a little moonlight coming down. I might have put something on the right side just to kind of balance that fence a little bit. Something solid in that background, but that's all.
Dope.
It's nice.
Very dope.
Maybe that barrel or something. But yeah. Very
Very
good.
nice. Very nice. All right, moving on. We got Pensy Picks up next with some turtles for Lou.
Yeah, this is nice. I
There's a
like.
color version after this as well. Same.
Oh, that's nice too. Oh, that brings me back to the Mirage comics, but I love
I
the
was gonna
color.
say, it's from this panel right here. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I love the colors. The colors is nice. Very black and white's awesome, but I think
The
this
color version takes me to the video game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Back to that
Super
poster.
saturated.
It brings back to that poster. So you have the blues, you have the reds, and then you have the greens, and then a little bit of yellows, and it's just like all encompasses the entire shot, just right on the figure too. So it's
This
awesome.
could be the box for the Super NES. Title
Word.
right here.
Word. Yeah,
That's
really-
nice. I think I
really-
prefer the black and white. I might have had him in a little bit closer to that edge,
The
just
wall.
in the shot
Like
a
this way?
little bit more, just slightly. Yeah.
Yeah, I want that shoulder over the edge of the wall.
Yeah. I just want like a
Mhm.
little bit more of him in there
I mean-
and more towards that corner because I love the break between the shadow and the light. I just want more of him in there than is in there. But it's really a nice shot.
Yep. Good job, Pixie Pix.
These details.
See, man.
Good job. Very good.
We got Robert again. How many shots is this for Robert?
The second.
All right. We got Gandalf and Treebeard, man. 2 big beards, 1 shot.
That's true.
I like that.
Look,
That worked. That was clever.
So expensive.
Yes.
Yes.
where's this Treebeard from? Is this the McFarlane Lord of the Rings figures?
That's the McFarlane tribute. That's the tall one.
Yeah.
One that
It's
tall
so expensive.
Yeah.
It's nice. The only thing I think is the eye line on Gandalf. It's hard to tell, but it looks like he's kind of staring off in the distance a little bit. It's hard to tell, though.
You're always
Very
just
small.
looking off in the distance. You're just daydreaming.
You shall not focus.
The only thing I would have done was bring Gandalf more into the frame. I don't like that both are cut here.
Yeah, they're both cropped off. Yeah,
And
the
especially
way.
here, you can still see the arm right here and then back here on him. I would have lost more of this and gained more of him.
I think I would have found a way to have like Gandalf that. I mean, that branch isn't part of this figure. I don't.
No.
I would have had Gandalf standing, and the way his hand and then his like the top part of the little kind of tuft of hair that's supposed to be, it's a branch coming off of there, just tucked him right in that space. Then it's a nice composition. I mean, it's kind of what he's going for, but it's a little weird. The only other thing I don't like is like it seems like it's all leafy and kind of green back here, and I know maybe they're in a shadow, but that big black area just above Gandalf's
above
head,
Gandalf, right? Yeah, it's a weird void.
His staff kind of just like fades into that black, and then I don't know. It's a weird little black hole area there that should have some detail, I think. But man, I can't wait to see him do more with this Treebeard.
Yeah,
And
that's
hate
pretty
that he
nice.
has this. I'm really jealous.
You can get one.
No, I can't. Well, I can, but like I don't know.
But do we want to spend that?
You can just sell those baseball figures. You can afford them.
Hey, hell no! You take that back, Moss. You take that back.
Hell no.
Well,
You listen to Cowboy Peebly. That's not happening.
I got your back. Trevor.
yeah, who's
I'm
got
gonna
my
look that
back,
up, though.
man?
Well, when you say silly things like that, I can't have your back.
Sure you can. Toy Addict 17, man, doing it again, man. He did the Pilgrim earlier, the same kind of
This
manner,
looks
and then
awesome with this figure, though.
Yeah.
this one.
Damn, I really like it on here, like this.
Oh,
I think the shot itself is really good, but does it me or the black in the eyes, in the actual eyes, look a bit too crushed, like a little bit over?
I kind of like
Black.
it. 'Cause it's got
I'm
that-
not saying it's wrong. I'm just asking if you guys see that because to me it
Yeah,
seems
compared to the background, yeah, I see what
yeah,
you
it
mean.
seems like a blacker black.
Oh yeah, that's true. It does look like it's darker than the.
I think what I would have done, like, because I like this one. I think I like the Pilgrim more from Thanksgiving. I think his shot there was different a little bit in this one because this one you could see too much of the figure in the shadows. Like I would have maybe lit less of his left side so that he appears a little bit more in those shadows because now he's like out of it too much. But this is a type of figure where you want to see it almost like cowering in the shadows enough so that you see him, you feel scared, and then that's enough.
Or
good
you
call.
can fix that easily by just turning the figure more that way.
Yeah.
to
Good
get
call,
that
Scott.
It does look like a tool video right there.
Very much.
I think part of the problem I have with the eyes, though, as far as that black, is I get the impression he used like the pen tool and drew the shape of the eye socket and then filled it with black and left it alone. I feel like if that's what he did, then he probably needed to blur it a little bit so that it would have had like a softer edge around it, and it probably wouldn't have been so obvious that there's something off about that.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the case, man. I'm not really sure.
It just seems like a very sharp edge to
Yeah,
that.
it does
I don't
look
know.
sharp around the.
I don't know this figure that well.
I don't know
I've
the
seen it
figure
look
either.
like that.
So I don't even know if that's what he did. I'm just speculating and posturing
It does
thoughts.
look a little. It looks very sharp right here.
Yeah, that's cool though.
But
Yeah,
it
no,
could-
it's cool. I'm not
Yeah.
knocking that. It is.
But yeah, I would have liked this whole side dark.
Oh, John's got a nice one coming up here.
All right, well let's focus on Toy Addict first.
Oh, I thought we did. Okay.
I was going to say, I think we're done with Toy Addict.
Talking about it for like 3 minutes. Like, it's a nice shot.
Thank you, Toy Addict. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Now we're on the Emerald
yes.
Night photo. Is this who you're talking about? Is this?
Yeah, this is nice,
Jeez.
man.
Dang.
Dude, I
like
just
another,
wonder I had some skeletons. Oh wait, I do.
Looks like another probe lens shot.
Yeah, right there.
There's the
Oh, there it is. Yeah, there you go.
And this is why I need one of these things.
Yeah.
But the
My only problem with this is logistic. Is like they're trying to bite his armor, which is kind of weird. But like I love everything about this. Like this. Is I don't even care. It's so cool. Really nice.
Yeah, that
Also,
gold
like,
light
a
is
big
so
chunk of
nice.
that neck of his.
A little jealous of that Dio too. Is that a 78? I think that's a 78, isn't it? Maybe not.
I don't think
No?
that's 78. I think that's
No. Okay.
No,
I've seen that before with the pillar. Anyway, maybe the back part is 78. I don't know. Anyway.
well, 78 is working on one right now.
Yeah, but I thought he had one that had pillars though, like that, and there was like a section. Maybe not. I don't know. He probably says who it is. I'll look. Go on. Talk amongst yourselves.
No, but the lighting on this is dope, and that atmosphere,
Really nice.
Man, damn.
And that's the first wave skeletons, right?
Yes, that's not the ash ones. That's not the
Yeah.
dark
Yeah,
ones.
that's the regular Legion Builder ones. Yeah.
Yep.
The best
Man.
colored ones.
I love everything about this. This is great.
Yeah, this is dope.
This really makes me want to get a probe lens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I know.
Look, this is what this job will do to you, man. I'm sitting there going,
Yep.
man, I wish I had the money, but I keep buying dinky shit.
It's a very specific lens.
Yeah.
Very specific lens. And man, talk about you have to.
You gotta try to use it, right, Pablo? Like you gotta like think about a type of shot where like I'm gonna do this shot specifically for the probe lens. It's not like, hey, you know what? Let me try the probe lens out on this because it's like it's got to be something that you really want to get in tight in the foreground, like this.
And you have to have some extremely bright light.
Mhm.
Just yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I don't know. I didn't find that with mine.
Well, not to take the shot, but to focus, you need to have some really bright.
Oh yeah.
Then you can
You
bring
gotta
your lights down
focus.
to take the shot.
Yes.
Because if you're trying to focus,
Yes.
it does not look very clear at all. So if you have really
No.
bright lights, then you can really, dial down that focus. And it's good to have one of those little focus dials because that'll help a lot because it is super sensitive.
It's been a while since I've manually focused, and man, I messed up the first round.
It's a fun lens, but yeah,
I got it into Lightroom, and I was like, shit.
yeah, that's what you find out. Yep.
Woo.
But no, this is dope, man. Bro. Damn, good shot. Good job.
We give you more D, but they're all sick of it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're sick of Mob Deep already.
I got Bronx Bat number 2.
Well, this time they're not on the background.
No, this is a bit better. I mean, yeah, they're close to that wall, but with the palette there, adding some depth to it. I think that works a lot
You
better.
don't see the harsh shadows of the figures on the wall.
But his light is
first
still
notice.
very boom lit.
Yeah.
This is one of his better shots.
But this is better than the previous one that we saw. Yeah.
It is, but I still think he should work on the Singular's figure and work on portrait shots, work with lighting, because telling a story is not an easy thing. It is and it isn't, but especially when you're using a camera and a single light. If you're using multiple lights and it's overlit, try going backwards and going with a singular light, in a dark room, singular light, and then work your way up and get some contrasting shadows from the characters. Get some silhouettes, get a rim light, get all those things to encompass what you're trying to convey. Because we can see there's a conversation going, but if we have to read a text to understand what the conversation's about, and it's just figures standing up and talking to each other, which is what we've been seeing often.
Yeah.
It's not showing progression.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something controversial and maybe mean, which
Okay.
that's my job here, right? We
Come on, Simon,
I
go
mean,
ahead.
we can't spend this much time on Roxback because we've
Yeah.
told him everything, and like maybe down the line, I keep thinking like months down the line we'll see something else, but I don't know. It's either not getting through or he just doesn't want to do it. So
Eduardo, is that you?
What's going on, Eduardo?
Hey.
Man?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
All right, moving on.
All right, we're gonna keep moving.
Wait, but that's not who's
No, that's not Bronx Bet.
Eduardo?
I think it's is it Eddie?
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Eddie and his toys. Yes.
Eddie has toys. Yep.
Dude, count him. This is badass, dude.
This is killer.
Whoa.
I have this head. I've never used it. I gotta use this. It's a great
Is it
head.
a custom head sculpt?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can get this on eBay. Like they're all over the place. It's
It's a
cool.
little small for the body, but it looks pretty awesome. I can forgive it. You
They're
know?
different sizes. Yeah, this one does look a little small. But I think those pauldrons don't help either. But
Damn, this still looks great though, man. The angle, also
That
the lighting.
focus also right on the
Yeah.
face.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have
that
done a
is
little bit
cool.
more effects though. I would have probably put some glare on the blade a little bit where that highlight is, and just kind of give it a bit more metallic look to it. And
There's almost like the impression that there's like obviously a battle going on and that there's fire because of all that yellow in the background, the yellow light around. It would be cool to see some flame effects in the background and the foreground just to really sell the idea of that a little bit more.
oh,
because
Trevor
that
loves
light
embers,
really
by the way.
suggests it.
I guess
Sorry?
it's the same thing.
Oh,
Oh,
just
there we
the head. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
I gotta get that. That head sculpt is
It's a
stellar.
really nice.
Oh
That's
wow.
great.
No focus.
Focus.
I like the
Yeah.
tighter one actually.
I could see this better. You know what? I like the tighter one too, only because, he's kind of like walking off a cliff. I know what set this is. This is one of those 112 or 12-1, whatever. And it just ends. There, it's like, I mean, not that you couldn't be walking up to the edge of a wall, I suppose, but like, I kind of like.
Yeah, one of those booby traps.
Yeah. I know what's going on in the background, but
You did not roll a good perception check,
Oh,
did you?
I love the cape on the background, just like flowing.
Oh,
in the-
oh, is that a cape?
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah,
It
it
reminds
Yeah,
me of
I couldn't
Spawn.
tell.
That's the cape of the.
It reminds me of Spawn. Spawn's cape coming alive when he's walking and stuff.
Yeah,
but this
because
one's
Vorgus Vermilius' body.
it's
right?
sentient.
it's dope. That's
I
dope.
wish you had a little bit more focus on that cape because I honestly didn't know what that was.
Well, the cape being black, and there's a lot of more like grays and whites in the front, and then like I didn't notice that the armor was red until I actually looked in because I'm small phone. But I like it, I dig it, and I noticed it right away.
I don't necessarily want it like spelled out, but I just needed a little bit tighter to know that was a cape because until you said it, I just thought it was something behind him.
It was a straight up cape. It was like, okay, I know that flow.
I knew it was a cape because it comes with this figure. The body he's using is.
I don't know this figure. God.
But you don't need to know the figure. You just need to know how the cape flows.
All right.
It's a dope shot, man. I mean, yeah.
Hey guys, don't forget Trevor didn't know it was a cape either.
I know I'm getting on both of you.
Stop beating
I'm
me
getting on
up,
both of
man.
you, okay?
No, and I know he has a cape.
Experts.
It didn't look like I didn't see the connection between his shoulder and that piece.
Don't back
there,
it
so-
up, man. You didn't know it was a cape either.
It's okay, Maz. It's okay, Maz. It's okay, Maz.
It's supposed to be raining outside.
All right, no.
Dude, no, man. This
Look at that.
guy looks savage. Almost like a savage dragon, but not that one.
It's kind of it's like a crucible. Kind
That's
of
a
Yeah,
savage. That's a crucible kind of attire.
It is Savage Crucible is what he tagged. So
Yeah.
What do you think of these, George? It's kind of a Newell's thing. Like his lighting's always great. We always say that.
Yeah. I'm looking at like the edge of parts of the image. Like the lighting is really, really cool. I like that bit of that, like the smoke, that subtle smoke wisps. They don't take my eyes away from the figure. I'm looking more at the top of the axe and how it's dark compared to the top of the figure. And I'm kind of wondering why I don't see more light on the edge of the blade.
Oh,
maybe his
blade is
body's
tilted.
blocking it because it looks like the light's coming from the top.
Blade is
right.
tilted. It's not. He's not holding the blade straight on. It's tilted. The blade.
Okay.
Yeah, but it does have that like. It almost looks like it has a little edge to it, right? Like it's almost like it was.
Yeah.
It has edge right here.
But he doesn't do that. I mean,
It
this
is
is
right
in.
It is
camera.
right here. Yeah, and then you get this edge. But yeah.
Yeah.
You get a little bit right here on this chip. On the inside of the chip, you get
Yeah.
a little bit right there.
Yeah, it's tilted in a weird way. That is
Yeah,
not
like it's kind of like rotated inwards a bit
Yeah,
towards
it's
them.
rotated
Yeah,
inward, yeah.
so yeah, okay.
Well, that and his body's blocking the light source
Mm-hmm.
because he's hunched over it.
No, because the light source is coming from over here because of this, the way it's being lit.
This isn't my favorite lighting of Anul's. Like normally he's like nailing it. This is a little hot in some places.
Yeah,
and-
right here's a little hot for sure. I don't mind it here because of the edge of the blade.
Yeah, this is true, Greg. They are like kind of trading card thing. That's kind of his thing, like just a single figure focused. That's
He
cool.
did several figures in a recent shot, but we'll get to it.
I know.
He has one coming up soon too, or it might, we won't see it till next Tuesday, I think. But yeah,
If we get to it next Tuesday.
no, it's coming up pretty soon. I saw it when I was scrolling down.
I seen it.
I seen it, but no, this is
Seen
dope.
it.
Anybody else got anything else for Anu?
Nah, man, Anul knows where he's at, man. He's just awesome. Doing some great stuff, man. Doing some great stuff.
This is nice.
We got Callahan up next with some Joker and the Hellraiser chains.
That's creepy. I like that. Yeah. I like that a lot.
I like how he's holding the chains open, like he's coming towards you, and he's just like dancing through them.
I like that hand. Yeah, the background that's kind of pushing him aside, like he's making his way through.
Yeah.
You ever
That
dance
is
with
really
the devil in the
cool.
pale moonlight?
I like the depth on this a lot too. I like how some of the chains are just like completely getting, almost disappearing into
Almost
that light.
bulked
back
out,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
I love the subtleness of the rays too coming through.
Yeah.
Here, and then you get it up here too.
I think he probably enhanced those eyes a little bit, but he did it just enough to make it work, and then
Yeah,
not
very
too much
subtle.
to make it like over the top.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. This is nice.
Oh, look at that. It just zoomed in. I don't know which one I
I
like.
actually prefer the one that's further back.
Yeah, I'll have to agree the first one.
Kind of like the way he's coming out of the darkness at the bottom too. Like you can make the
Yeah.
form out, but it's almost like coming out of.
It's just creepy. It's just
It
creepy.
is super creepy. Yeah.
We got a BTS up too.
Oh, does he?
Oh, let's see that. Let's see it.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Got some
Look how
chopsticks and some boxes. There you go.
Got some
The
Back
old,
to the Future NECA figures and
The old chopping
Yeah.
box trick.
This is where
way back.
creative juices are in the works. When like I don't have much of a diorama. I have one, but
Yep.
I don't like using it. Let me
Yep.
reuse it in a different way.
Yep.
yeah, this is
Look, you don't even know what's back there. You only see the chains and the windows in the back. That's it.
awesome.
And
Really nice.
he's okay. No, they're. I'll shut up. He's awesome, man.
No, what were you gonna say?
No, it was nothing. I noticed what I was going to say was going to be wrong, so I stopped saying.
Oh,
You notice what I was
say it
gonna
anyways.
say.
I was thinking he was shooting that in front of rear windows, and then I went to the BTS again, and it's not. It's an extreme set. He's probably got rear windows behind that, but
I don't think.
I don't think that's an extreme set.
I think this is a.
That's
Yeah,
not
you
full
see the
dial.
light source at the top of the frame there.
Yeah, it's a foam dial. It's
but I
not
think he's got this in front of a window. Is what I'm saying, like
Oh.
real sunlight coming through.
could be.
Could
There's
be
a possibility. Yeah.
It's strong enough. It's got my attention there.
This is dope though.
But
Good
yeah,
job.
it's dope, man.
Fantastic. Oof.
Dude, man, this
I
is
like that.
Robert's third one though. We got.
Yeah, this is third shot, man.
Yeah.
This is nice,
I
bro.
like the play on that though. The Alf. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think Roberto did one with He-Man as well, right? With Masters of the Universe armor on Alf.
I want to say
Maybe.
yes.
maybe
Off the
'Cause-
shelves.
off the shelf pictures,
Oh,
pandering.
man.
Man, look how small this turtle is. It's perfect.
This looks dope, man.
Isn't that about right? Isn't that about accurate?
This is awesome. Awesome.
I mean, that would be definitely accurate to Super Shredder. Yes.
Oh, everything's accurate to Super Shredder. He's big. It doesn't matter how small you are. You're still going to be small.
And you
This
know
is
that
dope,
eye
man.
line too. Like they look like they're looking at each other.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. I love that.
I love it. I love it.
He's got a
And what's
BTS.
Shredder standing on?
Quarters?
Those are his shoes, his boots. They're like
Oh.
high tops. I mean, they're like
They're-
what are they called?
They're thick slippers. They're like
Okay. I
He
never
has
noticed I
flappies
have
on?
that figure.
he has tabis on. Like you'll see him with the normal ninja shoes, which are called tabis, but they're wrapped, and the bottom of the sole is just super thick, and that's how it was in the costume.
Okay.
So, they just look like platforms basically on
The
tabis.
ooze actually affects everything, even wardrobe.
Yeah, even wardrobe, which is weird.
Even wardrobe.
He must have drank the whole.
It mutated all the wardrobe.
He's got
His
a
armor and
BTS one if you tab over on the carousel, and League says perfect example of minimal movement but great impact of the story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And look,
And there's the boxes of at least one of the figures, right?
Yep.
nope.
The super
Nope,
shredder.
that's
No, that's not. No, that's the regular. Yeah.
that's shredded.
Yeah.
That's the one back here.
Oh well,
Some Mesco.
beautiful shot though, man. Beautiful shot.
That's, yeah, good job, man.
Off the shelf pictures.
Looking
What's
at that BTS. Looking at that BTS. Go get some of these clips at a hardware store or Amazon because you can clip these right on there, and then that will hold your
hand.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have those boxes and stuff that's going to fall over. But
Yes,
these
what I
hold
do
it really, really well.
I do the same
They're
to
super
you.
cheap. You get a ton of them.
Nice stuff.
Like $10 bucks.
Stuff. There we go.
Yeah, you get like 20 for $10.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You'll never use all of them.
No. And they come in different sizes.
But they do break. Sometimes they'll snap.
Yeah. If you get
So
the ones from
eventually
Dollar
you
Tree,
control
those break easier.
Yeah. Get a good set of them because I've had the same set for like 5 years.
Static, you say that, but I'm looking at February 18th is next.
Yeah, it just depends.
That was a nice shot. Very nice shot.
Yeah, this is a
Great
beautiful
shot, man. We got Tora Nerd up next.
Greg.
Oh, Greg, look at this.
Ooh.
See?
I like this. What does he got? Like a half giant? What is he saying?
It looks like
Giant.
a half
That's
giant.
kinda cool.
It looks like a half
I
giant.
don't think I've seen that before. That's nice.
Yeah, it has to be a half giant with like
I thought it was a
custom head sculpt. It has
yeah, I
to.
thought it was like a dwarf and like it was like trying to force perspective, but that's cool. I like it.
Oh. Yeah, he says it's a half giant custom. Just
Oh, look at that! See, nailed it.
for a quick test drive. Yep.
What's going on behind? Is that like in camera? Like, or is
Like
that?
all this stuff, like the
Yeah.
No kick up.
I don't know.
It
there's no
looks like it might be
BTS on that
post
one.
to me.
Yeah.
It could be post.
But it's a cool effect though. The explosion of snow, like he's like just
Yeah.
zipping
Burst
around.
out of it. Yeah, like he
Yeah.
just came out of the snow. Like really, that's cool.
On the pose,
Present like that, I think actually that.
on the pose of the half giant, that's right. These are Mythic Legions. I was thinking of a character with a ball joint in the wrist peg. I would like to get the axe moved a bit more towards the camera, the head of it.
I would have had that too. Yeah, I think the
But you
wrist is
can't
a
do that with
little
the
awkward.
peg.
Like,
So,
no, you can.
No, you can with this one.
Oh,
It
yeah.
has the right the
The right
You can
hinge.
do up and down. You can do in and out. You can change
Yeah.
the hinge on it. So
Yeah, I would have brought that around a little bit more towards the camera so it's not cut, and it would have given you a better angle of the wrist or the hand. I don't like quite the angle of the hand.
I think I might have had it like coming around actually right into that where that kind of right in front of the
Like he's swinging at him.
Like
yeah, like it's coming around the rock into the front of it. You know what I mean? Like
Like
That's
a mini
double
swing.
That'd be pretty nice.
like about to
Would
hit the cut.
yeah, they're connected enough. They're tight enough that it's a good composition. I think that just might have like
Greg, that's what we were just saying.
action was going to happen. Oh, there you go.
We
Greg,
just
Greg.
said that, Greg. We just said that.
Greg,
Are you not
Greg-
listening to us?
Greg
No,
agrees.
this is a great shot. Love it.
Yeah,
This is dope.
it's beautiful though. It is
Okay.
beautiful.
Love the colors.
All right,
Very nice.
another great shot, man. Another great shot.
Oh, this is his third shot.
Is it his third one? I don't know.
Yeah.
that was his
I do
second.
like this. I think I would have just not had it tilted. I don't know if that's a personal thing with me. It's not necessarily wrong. It's just
I think I agree with
straight.
you. No,
Yeah.
I would agree with you because normally when
Either-
this would be like a comic book cover. It would be straight on. It wouldn't be
Yeah,
angled.
either do it. Like I think
Mhm.
with Dutch angles, you got to like go for it at least 30 degrees or so, or just don't. You know what I mean? That's all.
35 degrees, maybe.
Maybe
Oh,
30.
and correction, this is his second shot. Sorry, not third.
Second. Okay, so good. We're
I
critiquing it.
wasn't going to argue with Pablo because I never know.
But other than that, it's a cool shot. I mean, I love the composition. I like the pose on these guys.
Mhm.
This almost looks like a homage to the Batman versus Bane when they first meet in the Dark
Yes.
Knight.
Oh yeah,
yeah?
Because Bane was standing up a little higher, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
it's a good perspective for sure.
He's got the high ground.
Yeah, he's got that.
Yeah, I recognize these. Did you 3D print these, Greg?
Oh, the crates.
Yeah,
Great.
I think I have those same crates.
And this is another example. A flat background with
Mhm.
some 3D printed parts, accessories in the front. Regular flat bottom floor, doesn't matter what it is, and overhead lighting with probably bounce cards on either side just to show off Snake Eyes. This awesome.
Yeah, I like the godlight on this. It works.
Yeah, it works great.
And the backlighting works. I might have wanted to have a little more of that orangey color coming from like one side or the other. Of
Probably,
hitting the crates a little bit, and maybe just
camera left.
kind of hitting the edge of one of these characters or both of the characters. But like, it's not necessary, but I would have tied it in a little bit more. I think
Yeah,
that's all.
yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that. Yeah,
It kind of hits bottom of Storm Shadow's front leg. There is that Storm. Yeah, Storm Shadow.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That right there.
Just a little bit.
Mhm.
So yeah, cool. Nice.
Like it.
nice shot there.
awesome shot, Greg. Awesome shot. Off the shelf.
Rorschach.
This is the other Rorschach we were talking about before.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. What was the weird name of this company? I can't remember.
Moth toy? No.
No, it was
Toy.
Muff Toys. Muff
Muff
Toys.
Yeah, Muff Toys. That's the same ones that did the Protector of Metropolis.
Yes.
Mhm.
Which
These
I'm
so-
still mad I
Both
didn't get.
great figures. I wish they would continue with the Watchmen though. I really want to.
That would be dope. If they could give us a comedian and
Oh God, I have the 1/6 one, but I can't really. I don't know. 1/6 is a pain in the ass. Nice. I like those.
Yeah, that light coming from that door to light them up
Mhm.
Yep.
really sells it. You got whatever that is, a bag or a newspaper was. Yeah, bag blowing.
Yeah, that's great.
yeah.
That's clever.
I
It
love this not on the
matches-
ground. It's like actually flying because his jacket is like there's a wind or a breeze.
Exactly. The direction that they're both blowing in really matches. It's it's an awesome shot.
Really
That
nice.
little bokeh right behind Rorschach's shoulder too. Isn't
Plus, even the light up above the canopy,
Yeah.
up there, like just
Like
it
a
just
street
sells
light.
it as like that's like a little
Again,
pellet
you got
bulb up
BTS
there.
here.
It's nice.
I like the street corner. How
Yeah,
when
see
you
the
fire
looks of the
hydrant-
light. There you go, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, you see the fire hydrant right there.
Yeah.
And then you
It's
got the
carousel.
scoop for the sidewalk. That looks dope. I like
Yeah,
that.
there you go.
See.
Yep, that's it. That's nice.
Nice dial.
Good
Bounce
job.
cards.
Game set, yeah.
I like that swoop.
Very nice, man. Very nice.
Oh, this is,
cool.
yeah. Oh, uh-oh.
We're gonna skip this one because he's already had a couple, but we
Yeah.
got a new guy here.
Yeah. That,
Nightmare Amino. Wait,
Nightmare Nemo. I think we've
And
said
Nemo.
Nightmare Nemo before.
I can't recall.
Yeah.
It's not somebody we see every day. That's for sure.
Yeah.
needs a
Gotta
little-
tone down the lights on this one.
Yeah. I was about to
Yeah.
say.
Why is there green all over him though? Is the lantern? Why is that?
Lantern.
Green
I
light.
think the lantern's giving him that green light, but it's just too much.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. The green and blue, it's not my favorite combination, but it works. But you just got to be real subtle when you're doing colors like this because you're just washing out your entire figure in green, and it just doesn't, it just doesn't work. And then the blue is just way overpowering in the background as well. Just subtle. You got to cut it with some. If you're going to use like extreme colors like this, you want to use them to like maybe just edge, use them behind the figure, and then cut it with white. You need a key light that's probably a little more neutral, white. It's a learning experience. This is what you want to do at first. I totally get this because this is kind of like, this is kind of how we all start. But yeah, just tone down the colors a little bit.
Bring in a little bit of the white. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to cut.
Because I don't think the composition is bad. Actually,
No, the
Like,
composition is cool though.
I would have had the knight like he's kind of like staring off like he's completely oblivious. I would have had him looking over my shoulder, a little more action, like he's interacting with these guys. Like, oh my God, they just came from behind me, you know. But overall, at least there's some depth. You know, the two guys are behind him. He's got the main figure closer, so they're not all just lined up in a row or anything like that. So that's a good start for sure.
Yeah, I'm right there with the colors too. The colors are really hard to work with. Like I just saying too in the chat. I'd probably desaturate it a little bit because I'm seeing this weird blue spill onto the lantern. Like you have all this green light coming from the lantern, but then you have this blue spill onto it also.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah,
it's real weird.
Yeah, it does. It feels a little weird, but yeah, from a learning perspective, for sure, I'd probably desaturate it and really like work on toning down the saturation of the colors, especially that green.
I would think like you want to do the lantern, a lantern. I mean, not the lantern can't be green; it's fantasy, right? But like to make it, you got to start with like. I don't want to put this. You want to start with like something that people can recognize or feels real, and then you can like once you get better, you can really play with some colors. Like even going back to the JP Rex thing with that pink, there was just enough of it that it worked and it was subtle and it worked. It was balanced. Where this is just overpowering. I would have like the blue is fine. I think again, too saturated, too much. But cutting that with some orange or yellow coming in just a little bit on his face would feel like there's a fire or the lantern is giving off light. You know what I mean? Like, but green coming out of it's two cool colors. You know, like you said, Greg said, same side of the color wheel. It gets a little tricky. Murky. You gotta like one of them has to take a back seat, like a big back seat to the other one. And they're kind of even. So yeah, it's a compositionally a good start though. It's not bad.
Oh yeah.
All right, Nightmare. Thank you so much for sharing. We're gonna end on this next one here, I think.
Oh yeah, this shot,
especially with with the compositing, and since we have George here, who does a lot of Photoshoppy stuff. Let you go into this first.
Dope.
I don't know where to start, man. Like, I almost don't care that I don't see the tip of the lance in there because it's such a cool action shot. And although you want to, it's one of those images where you want to look everywhere. I want to look at the foreground. I want to look at the background. I want to look at the banners hanging down, but my eyes are being directed properly through the image. I'm looking at everybody on horseback. I'm looking at the crowd, and then I'm looking at the banners. I know exactly where I'm supposed to be looking. From a color grading standpoint, it's awesome. That subtle haze that falls over the image works because there's a lot of dust being kicked up. So it almost feels like you're part of the action. It's a very, very well put together action shot. I love it.
Yeah.
Especially considering that this is all background.
Yeah.
With one figure. There's nothing else in this shot. He had a BTS. He didn't show it. I think he showed it on.
I think he has it separate. Yeah, he has it separate. Yeah.
But the key to this is blending with that fog into the background because there is definitely a haze to the whole thing, and you want to have that on your foreground figure, or else it's going to look like it's just like plastered on top of a background.
Yeah.
The light that's being created in the background is extremely bright, obviously, like almost 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock light, sunset light or whatever, and he's hit that perfectly on the horse in the front. So it just blends. It works. Because it's all blended. It's good. And leading lines with the banners and leading lines with the horse out to your main character. I would love to know where he found this image that didn't have anything in the foreground of it. You know what I mean? Because it works perfectly. I don't know.
Yeah, this reminds me of any of those paintings that I'll see in Museum of Natural History where they're just so massive and big. You're like, how did they do this? And
you did use it is AI background. Okay, cool.
Yeah, background. Nice. So
I don't have any problem with that for backgrounds. If you're going to use it as a background and you're adding to it and you're making it art, I have no issue with that because you're not going to hire an artist to do this. There is nobody that's putting this out unless like I have a stock photography account, right, for my basic work, and I have no problem. Like I'll use clouds or something like that from the stock photography. I can use it. I'm legally paying for it or whatever. But I've done it with AI too. Like, use some backgrounds. I don't love AI. I don't love it. It sucks in many ways, but it's not going away. And I don't know. I find it useful for
background
subtle things. This is a lot for me. I would be uncomfortable doing this much. Not even in AI, but even as a background. But it worked. You know what I mean? It's a tricky thing to make the figure. I think the fact that the whole figure is in there as well makes it work too. It doesn't look like it was just like photoshopped over the top of it. But yeah,
So
really,
my
really
question, real quick, is it Bing as in the browser AI? Does the browser have?
No, there's an app and a website.
Oh, all right. Sorry, just want to be clear on that because.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're not debating AI here, but like I know that it steals a lot and it's not great, and it's probably stealing all our images as well. But I don't know. In small ways, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I don't know. It's hard to say.
You're right.
We're not getting rid of it. It's not going away. We're not getting rid of it. It's
and the background's so way out of focus, like you're not seeing any detail in that. The focus is on that on the mythological figure, the horse.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure.
It's like 3D printing props and having that in the background and foreground.
Yeah, you could put it that way. Sure. Yeah. But it's a beautiful image, though.
Yeah,
not to take away from
it's
Aaron's
awesome.
shot.
Fantastic.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
So this was our last image, you said, Moz?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's 8:00 or 8:02, so I figured Toy Immersion is an easy name number for leaving off. So
we're almost through February.
Yeah,
almost. Only counts on horseshoes and hand grenades, but yeah.
Yeah, I think we're only about 10 away from March, so that's pretty good.
Yeah,
we can do it.
We can do it.
We need a marathon session. We need one that we just go to like
What
midnight.
I'm saying.
Get through
What I'm
everything.
saying. 4-hour
That's
marathon.
cool. Like let's do like a giveaway. We'll do a bunch of giveaways. We'll get Steve to give us some stuff, and we'll go get Steve on. He can. Maybe we can do some charity stuff. Who knows?
I mean, I'd love to have Steve back on and love to do something like that, but yeah, we'll have to see what they say because I don't want to put Steve.
You can drink some eggnog. Real crazy.
There's no eggnog to be had right now.
Some noggin.
You didn't save any nog? You didn't freeze any
No,
nog?
my wife threw it away because I got too crazy.
I think we should do a spotlight session where instead of critiquing, we're just showing off shots.
Our stuff? No, I'm just kidding.
And just spotlight it like, oh, this is nice, and not go anything other than spotlight it for a few seconds and then just cycle through until we catch up. Because granted, we do progressions, but to catch up,
I say marathon. I think we just bring people in and out. We just go, Lou, you can go to work, you can come back afterwards. We'll still be on.
My God, I'll need to sleep.
Mike will come in and then Mike will leave, and
Harry will never.
I'll run it, Moz.
Harry might be in.
Run it.
So what
back
you think?
Following day.
24-hour marathon.
Maz, you can
I have to go to the gym. I gotta make sure I go to the gym.
You can skip
really?
gym day.
Can't
You
skip.
can skip leg day. It's okay.
No. I just started. I can't start skipping stuff already, man.
You skip leg day, man. It's all right. You don't need leg day.
I had leg day today.
Why would you set up the gym on a Tuesday? Like when you
I
got
go to the
this
gym
going?
every day. Every day.
Okay.
That's the only way it's gonna work. Anyway, yeah, Alberto, great show. Thank you, man. Thank you. Never skip leg. See, Static doesn't want to skip leg day. This is some great stuff, man. Great stuff. George, what do you got going on, man? Share with us.
Yeah.
What are you doing right now?
I'm working on actually creating some BTS content because I've had a lot of people ask me about like the setup, how do I basically set up all my shots. I actually just got my affiliate link with BBTS. So
man, everybody's got that.
All right, is there anybody who doesn't have an affiliate link with BBTS here?
Me.
I just got it. I'm like, the first time I've ever had something like that, so I have no idea how to manage that. So I'm just gonna try to figure that out.
I'm just gonna start that too. So
yeah. So I'm gonna post some stuff up with the link. I wanted to show you guys. I have something that I'm working on. I made this a while ago for Christmas, but I never got around to shooting it. But I did create my first custom head. I took my HasLab Galactus and I casted one of the face plates in silicone and then made a resin version out of it, and then I sculpted a Santa Claus beard on him, and I wanted to do Santa Claus like Santa Galactus, and this is what I got so far.
Oh, dang.
So, my first little custom head sculpt, Chris.
That is awesome.
Off a little bit, but yeah. So that's gonna be something I'm working on too. Nice little Galactic Claus.
That's awesome.
I could see that as like retirement Galactus too. You could have it
old man Galactus.
retirement setting, you know what I mean? Like playing cards with Doom or something like that. Or
He's like, I hunger for my vitamins.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Just imagine doing that with
Taco Tuesday Galactus. Like
Galactus watching Wheel of Fortune
On a Friday.
Well, tacos are good any day.
Galactus has to go to bed at 4 p.m.
That's right. That's right. Here's your meds. It's a giant pill. Like,
So you got anything else coming up though? Besides the reels, any other YouTubes or anything? Or
I know in terms of that, no. I'm just kind of working on some new photos. I'm thinking about getting to YouTube, but I don't know what yet. Maybe some unboxing, but with like the scope of how does it shoot, how does it look, and how's it pose. So
Yeah.
don't know yet. Right now, my focus is on my photos and playing with some toy photo ideas. And I just got a 3D printer, so I'm gonna start trying to work on designing some stuff and get some
You're
set
one of
pieces. And I can
those.
remap.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's
I haven't tried it before. I figured why not try something new. All these probe lens shots that we saw today kind of sold me on the idea of a shot that I've been thinking about for Ant-Man running across or running down a speeding bullet. So I think it'd be fun. So yeah, lots of ideas. It's just a matter of investing in gear and getting it done.
All right, Lou, what do you got going on, man?
Nothing really besides work later today. Getting things set up for Mother's Day for my wife, and then my 40th birthday. That's all I'm setting up for. Everything else for the week.
Birthday.
I know. Yes, the big 4-0. Yes.
Damn.
I'm 4, but I'm the shape of a 0. You know what I mean? Like I'm a donut. I'm huge. All right. So
Yeah, you're the 0 on the 4-0.
Yeah. But see,
you're the 4.
You can't have the 1 without the O. So yeah, I'm doing that. Working on some shots and some poses, as you see here. Brought out my Figma Guyvers and this Sexy Toys insectoid. So going to be doing something like this. Just working out the angle, how I'm going to do it.
Nice.
But other than that, business as usual.
Rock on, man. Rock on. Trevor, what do you got going on, man?
What have I got going on? I posted a shot that isn't a product shot that I didn't do for somebody else.
It was a shot too.
That was fun.
Was it the one that was the toy pick one, or is it?
Yeah. It's the toy pick one.
Okay.
Which I won't even place, I'm sure. Unless Yimbo can fix it for me. Come on, toy daddies, do something for me here. Come on.
I know people like to vote on the funnier stuff, man. It's always like
it's funny shit or Spider-Man or Mythic Legions. It's not going anywhere. Whatever.
Oh yeah, I mean, because they did my graveyard with the one of the horse, and that didn't place at all.
Yeah. I did find out this tree beard. I think I can get this tree beard for like $100, so I might do it.
You do like
other than that, I got Legion's Lounge next Monday. I don't know what we're doing. It's almost our 100th episode. 2 more episodes to our 100th episode, and Legion's Quest. If you want to see me do a bad. It's not a bad English accent. It's a decent English accent as an elf.
Hey, mate,
wizard.
have a little shrimp on the bobby.
No, that's Australian.
That's Australian.
I know.
Australian.
Wrong.
So that's on Let's Go Off-World channel, and that's called Legion's Quest, which it's good. We're pretty good D&D players, man, for amateurs, man. It's not bad, so check it out. Other than that, I don't know. Follow, like, subscribe.
All right.
Help.
Pablo Peebly. So surprisingly enough, you made it into the show this week, and you were scaring us all to death that you weren't. So Does that mean you can be streaming
Doing
this
all
Friday, or are we gonna, highly
Yeah,
posable?
I'll be streaming Friday. If I don't get sick, I should be streaming Friday on Highly Posable.
So unless
Why
you're
would you
dead,
expect
you're
to
about
get
to
sick?
die.
Huh?
Why would you expect that you would get sick?
My wife tested positive for COVID, and I'm feeling
Oh,
yeah.
damn, dude.
So I'm hoping I don't, but if I do, yeah, I don't know. It all depends on how I feel, though. But I do get a quarantine from the rest of the. So we'll see how that goes. But I should be on Highly Posable if all
Hey, if
works.
you need anybody to take that that affiliate thing off your hands,
No, I'm good.
Wow.
if you're dying,
If you're dying,
If I'm dying, he says.
If Peebly can't fulfill his big bad toy store responsibilities, Maz will.
Boss will take right over.
I got you, man.
I am looking forward to that, though. I'm excited
Take
I
about
know,
that.
man. I'm
figure.
excited for you, man. I'm excited for you.
So I'm looking forward to it. But other than that, that's all I got going. That I'm waiting for those things to come in, and then I gotta start grinding now that I got my studio set up here temporarily. So
Nice.
I gotta get back to the grind.
I like your idea of grind too. Is like gonna be a gazillion photos because like can't just take like one or two.
I have a
It's like,
backlog, bro. I have
you'll just like hit us with like 10 photos in a day, and
it's gonna happen next week because I have a backlog. Like for like almost 3 weeks, 4
You're kind
weeks.
of like your photography. You're posting constipated right now.
Yes, I am.
I should have held back like 3 weeks when I started out, maybe 2 months, and then I would have been doing the same thing. You know what I mean? But
yeah, well, here's that. So as for me, man, of course I'm here every Tuesday, and I think it's tentative right now, but next week I believe I might be on Best of the Best. That's after this show. Though.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Yeah, Best of the
I
Best.
mean, it was something
Good
that was
show.
said a couple weeks ago, so I had to make sure this still happens.
That's for people who collect a lot of 1/6 figures. Because
yeah.
Who
I
do I
only
need
have
to
like
talk to
300,
get Trevor
so-
on there? I need to talk to somebody.
I only have like 300 to 1/6
I've
figures.
talked to
so
Lou
I
several times.
probably
Not-
don't rate.
He's not pressing
you know?
his contacts at all, man.
I need to talk to somebody to get Trevor on there. This
He
is
seems
already-
very concerned. So Jay, if you're watching, man, Trevor really would like to be there.
He's a 1/6 guy. Come on.
But yeah, I have that day off, and I've talked to him, and it sounds like that might be another opportunity for me over there. But other than that, man, I got some figures
Warhammer?
showing up the mail. Hot Toys / Sideshow made sure that I'm completely broke this paycheck, so that's awesome. They hit me up for Miles Morales from Across the Spider-Verse, and then the next day they turned around and hit me up for Miles G. Morales. So plus tariffs, so that's awesome.
Yeah, I know. I got him. I figured
It's going to be a
I was
G
like-
right there.
I was like so thankful that you got these in the warehouse on May 2nd. Thank you.
Yeah.
You probably had them before that because they've been out for a while, but whatever.
February.
Just waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got hit
Anyway.
with 5. Akuma, Vecna, Miles G, and Superior Spider-Man.
Oh, I still got Predator and Ahsoka and I don't know what else, but I'm sure I got more.
That's an easy G for sure.
Yeah. And other than that, man, I went to this place called Top Dog Comics in Augusta, Georgia for free comic book day, and I didn't buy comic books, but I'll go over what I got here. I got some veteran blade guards from Warhammer because I'm sold on this whole thing now. This is one of the Ultramarines, and then I'm a new fan of the Imperial Fists. I really like their color scheme. I'm digging that. And of course, I love the shields and the blade guards. It's really cool. And then I'm going to shoot him next because I definitely wanted to shoot him. And then one more blade guard. So, yes. I know they all look very similar, but the helmets are different and stuff. But the other thing they had at the shop, though, was this guy. I was happy to find him because I didn't pre-order him and I thought I missed him. So,
Link.
Yeah, he's not the deluxe, though, but, it's okay. So he was cheap. So free comic book day, everything was on sale. So yeah, it worked out. But yeah, other than that, guys, I got nothing going on, nothing new. Just the show as usual. And yeah, man, Guyver's all around.
Yeah, Guyver's. I love my
All
guy.
right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. George, thank you so much for being here tonight. We'd love to have you back. If you want to come back more often, please let us know. We'll have you back as much as you want to come on.
I'm always down, guys. Thank you so much for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was great having you. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Have a great night. See you guys next week. Enjoy.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away,